Hello, good evening, welcome one and all. How are you? It's Thursday. I guess it's Thursday. I guess where you are, it could conceivably be Friday, but it would probably be a weird time of day if it were Friday. So I'm going to just assume that we are all collectively still on Thursday. It's Friday somewhere. Yeah, Thursday. What a concept. I still haven't watched that. It's Russian Doll, right? I still have not watched that. I probably should. Elfheim is now following. Thank you, Elfheim. Welcome. It's very good. Even I watched it. Yeah, I should get around to it. I've heard good things. So it's on my list. I have added it to my list on Netflix. I have had other things that I've been watching, not the least of which is The Flash, which I got to talk about a lot on the Loading Ready Run Discord today, because The Flash is rad. Which I'm sure you've never heard me talk about The Flash, but The Flash is super sweet. The next thing on my list of things to watch is Perry Mason, so I'm trying to work through season 6 of The Flash so that I can watch Perry Mason, because I want to watch that. I'm watching Lower Decks as it releases weekly. I watched today's Lower Decks. I didn't think today's Lower Decks was... I thought of the 3 episodes of Lower Decks that are currently available, today's episode of Lower Decks was the worst one, but not by a big margin. It started out being like, oh, this one's a miss for me, but then about the halfway point I came around on it and decided that actually it was pretty good, but I still think it's not as good as the other 2. So that's your warning. But how is Lower Decks? I like it. I think it's good. I think Lower Decks, on the whole, I would rate it like 7 out of 10. I think it is really fun. It is clearly made with love. Like, they are very obviously... The people making it are very obviously fans of Star Trek. It is not being made in a mean-spirited way at all. The characterizations will be hit or miss for you because they are, it's like, what if we focused on the slacker officers who are on the lower decks, on a kind of like C-list ship out in the boonies. All good dogs. Thank you very much for the cheer. For the 1,000 bits, and that apparently shared rewards to 25 others in chat. So thank you very much, all good dogs. But yeah, thank you again. So yeah, Lower Decks, Lower Decks is fun. I think it's very Star Trek-y. I think like every episode of this show is taking a like classic Star Trek conceit and turning it to its most absurd. So but the result of that is that the show itself still has a very Star Trek essence, even if it's even if it is like lampooning that essence a lot of the time. A lot of purists are getting a huff over basically, but it's not TNG, which I think is the problem with any show, right? Like if it's not TNG, everybody's gonna be like, yeah, but it's not TNG. But truthfully, I think it's the most Star Trek-y show of the Star Trek-y shows that we have at the moment. It is more Star Trek than Picard. It is more Star Trek than Discovery. It is the most quintessentially Star Trek show mechanically in terms of what every episode is actually doing and saying. It just does it through very goofy, very sort of like modern comedy sensibility. So yeah, no, we're not talking about the Orville. We're talking about Lower Decks. It is good. I recommend checking it out. I like sit with it for a while. Like I think it is because of its tone. I had this conversation on stream the other day because of the way, like the tone of the series and how high energy it is. I think the shock of its flavor will put you off initially. It did for me, and it took me 2 attempts to get through the first episode, and now I think it's great. But give it a like give it a chance. If you find yourself bouncing off it, try it again. Give it some time and then come back to it knowing what to expect would be my advice. So like if you watch the first episode and you're like, oh, I hate this, then like put it away for a day and then come back into the following day being like, okay, I know what I know what to expect now, and then try it again. Is there a lot of background knowledge required? Not at all. There are a lot of references to things from other Star Trek shows, so those will fly over your head a bit, but the comedy of the show is not reliant on reference. The comedy on the show is reliant on character interaction and situational comedy. So most of the jokes will land just fine. The show stands as its own Star Trek series really well. So yeah, that's my bit on Lower Decks so far. I have of course only seen the first 3 episodes because those are the only episodes that they have released. But I like it. It's good. What else? My brief foray into no, Laron, not after TNG. Watch TOS, then watch TNG, then watch DS9, then watch Lower Decks. Acation. I don't know what Acation is. Acation. Oh, yeah. All right. There totally is a Acation crew member. It's the doctor. The head physician on the USS Cerritos is Acation Beaks. That is true. But Matt, what about Voyager? Voyager's not very good. The USS Doritos. No, it's the USS Cerritos. Anyhow. As I was saying, Voyager is better than it's given credit for, but it's still very okay. Voyager is okay. I don't have a lot of fondness for Voyager. Even the parts of Voyager that are good are less good than the series that it's trying to live up to. It was, yeah, aggressively medium, I think, is how I would rate Voyager. Anyhow, as I was trying to transition to and getting away from Star Trek, my brief foray into Microsoft Flight Sim has now made me... It's made me start looking for flight sticks on the internet. And so now I've decided that I need like a full HOTAS system. I started looking at the Logitech X56. Thrustmaster tends to be the way to go. Okay. I really like the look of the X56. It's very pretty, but I can start looking at Thrustmaster systems as well. Yeah, Meg has got me dead to rights here, which is this is fun, but I don't see myself playing this a lot. And then there's me now, where it's like, I'm just going to fly around a bit before dinner, and then nearly miss dinner. The way I've justified this to myself, by the way, is like, I am enjoying Microsoft Flight Sim. Playing Microsoft Flight Sim and tootling around is fun. That's cool. It definitely space joystick, not civilian flight yoke. The reason being that I have justified this to myself on the grounds that when the new Star Wars Squadrons game comes out, there is no conceivable way I won't be playing that. And getting the flight stick and throttle now in advance of the release of Star Wars Squadrons, and getting accustomed to using it on a flight sim before Star Wars Squadrons comes out means that I will be much better situated for Star Wars Squadrons. Am I an X-Wing or a Y-Wing main? absolutely of the two would bias towards X-Wing. If given free reign of the ships in the Rebellion fleet. Oh, DR Fox thinks I'm an A-Wing main, but that is false. I actually really dislike the A-Wing. I am a B-Wing main. That is my favorite ship in the Rebellion is the B-Wing. It is the only Star Wars ship I own a Lego set of. But yeah, I have the like the first B-Wing set they did with the wings that fold out and the rotating cockpit and the whole bit. Not the like masterpiece one. I have the first one, which was smaller but still big. But the B-Wing rules. It's super sweet. But given the choice between an X-Wing and a Y-Wing, definitely the X-Wing. I vastly prefer the speed and maneuverability to the armor and durability of the Y-Wing. And who needs an ion cannon when you've got, the 4 laser cannons and proton torpedoes? But that's the reason to pick an A-Wing. No, no, the A-Wings are too fast and unstable and insufficiently armored. I orient towards the, like, I don't know. Generally speaking, my preferences are the best of all worlds. I want the jack of all trades. I want the X-Wing. I would say B-Wings are kind of partway between an X-Wing and a Y-Wing. They're a little, like, bigger and a little more durable, and they have the ion cannon, and they just don't have the bombing capability. But they're a little bigger and a little more sluggish and a little beefier than the X-Wings are. But it's all about the jack of all trades for me. I want something that is fast and maneuverable and packs a lot of horsepower behind its weapons and can take a beating. And the A-Wings are like little hornets that take 2 hits and fall out of the sky, and I don't like them. They're too fragile, and they move faster than I can keep in my brain. No, really, the Star Wars ship that I want to be able to fly in combat is a Buick LeSabre. Also, brace your ear holes. I'm opening my drink. And now I'm just waiting for everybody who remembers what I'm referencing. Because there will be... It looks like DR Fox got it. Chainly ATK got it. Yeah, it's me playing off the inverse rule of comedy. The fewer people who get a joke, the funnier they'll find it. But the big joke there being that, of course, in Rogue Squadron, one of the unlockable ships was a Buick that you could fly. Let me see if I can get a picture of it for you. I can! Look at that! Heck yeah. It's so goofy. Here we go. There we are. I have posted a link in chat with the Buick. There we go. In fact, here is a close-up. Hi, Matt. James said you look like your dad. I do look like my dad. I look a lot more like my dad now with the beard than I did before I had the beard. Before I had the beard, I looked more like my mom. Belmont, the Blue Phoenix, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. I hope you enjoy yourself here. But yeah, there we go. I have proven to you via those links that in fact there is a Buick in the N64 version of Rogue Squadron. All right. When did James say I looked like my dad? When did James have opportunity to talk to me like that, or talk about me like that this morning? Why did that even come up? Now I want to know. Also, my beverage of the day today was a Fat Tug IPA. DR Fox brought it up. Oh, you said my beard looked good. Ah. Oh, over the canceled golf. Right. I mentioned that we had planned to play golf today, and then we didn't. Uh-oh, Omega Laron found a good price on the DS9 DVD set on eBay, so I guess that's happening. Uh-oh. Laron, where do you live? What country do you live in? I know you're southern hemispheric. Okay. In Australia. Because I was going to say, I thought the Star Trek, were available on Netflix. But of course, they are only available on Netflix in Canada. And maybe the US? Actually, I think they dropped off Netflix in the US. But I was going to say, can't you just watch them on Netflix? But I should, of course, remember that Canada has a tiny population and nobody lives here. So that, of course, is problematic. You're pretty sure we have them all on Prime in the US? Yeah. They are actually, I think, available on Netflix and on Crave TV and on Prime here. With the exception of the CBS All Access stuff, which is available only on Crave. Well, I'm not gonna... I am surely not going to disparage your preference for physical media, Laron, because, I mean, truth be told, my copies of DS9 on DVD are currently sitting in my storage locker. I had to move them out of my apartment, and they got relegated to the storage locker strictly because the show is on Netflix here. So if I ever want to watch it, I can just turn on Netflix. But I do also have them on physical media, so that is a fair cop. I'm going to tell you I own 736 copies of DS9. No, I just own the complete DVD set of DS9. But not the complete box set. I bought each box set individually, so I have the individual box sets of DS9. I did, however, buy TNG twice. Because, of course, I did. Because I bought TNG on DVD when it released in, like, the green cube. The sort of, like, Borg-styled green cube. I bought TNG on DVD. And then when they remastered it on Blu-ray, they did a complete collection on Blu-ray in HD. So I upgraded to the HD Blu-ray next-gen set, and so I have that now. And then I bequeathed my DVD set to my parents, so they have a complete set of Star Trek The Next Generation as well. And then, of course, the HD version updated, or Netflix updated TNG so that it was the HD version, negating my need to have the Blu-rays. But I'm glad I do, because one day it'll leave it'll leave a streaming service, and I will be glad to have the physical media. I bought the Blu-ray just because I wanted to, like, contribute to the financial success of the Blu-ray update of Next Gen, so that they would do DS9, because I really want an HD redo or an HD remaster of DS9, and it's never gonna happen. I'm gonna continue hoping, but it's never gonna happen. Here's a question for you, Wiggins. You get to play Star Trek with any ship. What is your pick? Easy answer. I have a very clear favorite starship. I am all in on the Excelsior. So that's me. I am Captain Wiggins of the USS Excelsior, or at least an Excelsior class ship. It doesn't have to be the Excelsior specifically, but I prefer the hull styling of the Excelsior to the Enterprise B. So if like I do not want the like refit version that the Enterprise B was, I want the hull styling of the Excelsior specifically. So it needs to be like a first generation Excelsior class ship. The hull flarings on the Enterprise B are just ugly. They make it look fat. So the UFO on a sleigh, yeah. Beyond the Excelsior, what else? I'm not a big fan of the Reliant style. I mean, everybody would windmill slam a Defiant. The Defiant rules. It's like the sweetest little scrappiest ship. It's the one that, like, it's the underdog ship that everybody loves. Nebulas are cute. I like nebulas. I like the Stargazer's actually pretty sweet looking. There's a bunch. I'd have to go through all of the different classes, but I don't know. I have a huge soft spot for Federation ship design. I of the classic to next gen era, I think that the starship design after Voyager, which was the what class? I cannot remember the class of the Voyager. It was the Constellation class? No, not Constellation class. It was... Somebody's going to answer. Intrepid class. That's right. It was the Intrepid class ship. I think basically anything after Voyager starts to lose the plot in terms of ship designs. I'm not a big fan of like the Prometheus. I'm not a big fan of the Enterprise E even. The Enterprise E is okay. The future ships that we see in Enterprise, like the Enterprise F or whatever, look very stupid. I basically hate the ship design in Discovery. The Discovery looks like salted buttholes. I really don't like the look of the Discovery. I think Discovery's Enterprise is really good. I think the remodel of the Enterprise on Discovery is really good. I think most of the ship design in the J.J. Abrams verse is not very good, but it's passable, but it's not my favorite. But the remodeled Enterprise in Discovery is pretty great. Yeah, I don't know. That's it. Anyhow, we've been noodling once again for half an hour at the beginning of my stream, so I should oh, the Shenzhou! The Shenzhou in Discovery is really good. That's true. I mean, truthfully, the only ship that I don't like the look of in Discovery is the Discovery, which is a problem because it is the show, or the ship that the show is focused on all the time, and it looks like ass. But it looks better in motion than it does when it's standing still. It looks, yeah, like it has also grown on me over the course of the series, but I don't like its proportions very much, and I don't like its lines very much, and it gets by on the fact that I find the show quite compelling to watch, but it's grown on me like a fine mold. Good times. All right, we have a video game to play, and I should probably play it. Let's do that. Let's play a video game. Before I do, I will remember today to plug in my phone. So everybody, here's my phone. Here's my cable. Brace your ear holes. Very slow one today. There we go. It was slow today. Question from Kusunoki. Should I ask your opinions on the Orville? I have not actually seen an episode of the Orville. I assume I would probably like it. I'm typically sort of hit or miss on Seth Green? Is that who it is? Too many Seths. Seth MacFarlane. That's right. Wrong Seth. I was stuck between Seth Green and Seth Rogen, and and I couldn't. I knew it was not Seth Rogen, and I was like, "Is there another Seth?" I know there is. I can't remember. Anyhow, I'm sort of middling on Seth MacFarlane. Some Family Guy is funny, but not all of it. Not most of it. I'm not really big on American Dad at all. I find his comedy hit or miss. I like Ted. Ted was okay. So I have not gone out of my way to watch The Orville. But I like good-natured parody, as evidenced by the fact that I like Austin Powers, at least the first one. I generally like heartfelt parodies of things by people who really enjoy the thing they're making fun of, and so like the Orville could be good in that regard. And I'm given to understand that like the comedy aspect of it has kind of fallen off as it has become more and more just Seth MacFarlane's passion project of like remaking the Next Generation, but with him as the captain. And I kind of like that idea, if only because I wish there was a show like Star Trek The Next Generation on TV right now. So who knows, right? Maybe I'd like it, but there's no easily accessible way to watch it. I don't actually even know what service it's on. It might be on Crave. I should look. But what can you do? So anyhow, yeah, I am also very hopeful for Brave New Worlds, but I am not attached to the... Like, I am just not attached to the original series era in the way that I am attached to the Next Gen era. And so Brave New Worlds being a... If it arcs closer to the style and the, like... the tenor of Next Gen, that'll be good, but I still want the, like, I want the visual styling. I want an updated version of Next Gen era tech, right? I want those ship designs back, and I want that technology design back, and I want that era of the solar system, or the galaxy, and the, like, the interstellar politics of that era of the galaxy back. Having to jump to all these different eras where the interstellar status quo changes all the time feels really rough. Even just Picard, where like the amount that the galactic status quo changed between the last time we touched on the Alpha Quadrant in Voyager and where Picard begins, that's like massive upheaval in the galactic status quo. And if you're not like up to speed, they have to spend all this time like bringing you up to speed on it for that show to work, which is like a problem. Honestly, they're only doing a 13 episode or a 10 episode series about Picard. Having to re-explain the entire galactic status quo at that point was really to the detriment of that series, because they're like, here's everything that's gone on in the galaxy since the last time we were here, and how all of the characters have changed. It spent so much time having to play catch up that it like doesn't ever really have time to develop a good story of its own. And they like, by jumping around the timeline all the time, they do this to themselves, Whereas they could just pick a place. I mean, now they can't. Now they can't because they've, like, distributed the timeline so much that there's no place that they can, like, clearly assume that most people are comfortable in. We were going to video game, you're right. But then I got pulled into another sideline, so we're waiting for a minute. But anyhow, this is it. I want to be given control of Star Trek is basically what I'm saying. I want to be... Who's in charge of Star Trek right now? It's not Rick Berman anymore. Whoever's in charge of Star Trek right now, they should bring me on as a consultant. I'm not... They should bring me specifically on as a consultant because I'm not a hardcore Trekkie, but I am a relatively media-savvy person who likes Star Trek as a casual Star Trek fan who grew up on it on TV but hasn't dived down the extended universe rabbit hole. So I am precisely their casual audience, and the kind of person that is naturally inclined to turn on and watch any new Star Trek show without trying to bring a ton of baggage to it. I have opinions on different Star Trek classes, and I'm not a diehard fan. Fair enough. I don't know. Everyone's opinion but mine is wrong. That's what it comes down to for everybody with every piece of media. If everybody had the same opinions about everything that I do, the world would be a better place. Yeah, that's the thing. I think Kat has it right. The Star Trek fan scale is very large and very wide. There are the levels of hardcore Trek fandom beyond me. If I am like a 6 on the Star Trek fan scale, right? I have watched all of Next Gen, DS9, Voyager, Enterprise, Discovery. I have read one book. I have read one Star Trek book in my life. I have watched about half of the original series. I have played the Star Trek Legacy video game on Xbox, but not all the way through. I occasionally have to consult Memory Alpha to learn a thing or to understand a thing, but I'm not contributing to Memory Alpha. This is like, I have played Star Trek Online, but I fell off it almost immediately because it ran like trash on my computer at the time. I do not own a Star Trek themed poster. I own only 2 of the series on DVD. Like, this is the level of my, like, I'm a 6 in terms of relative investment. I'm the kind of person who will watch any Star Trek series and that they can get money from if they like do the kinds of things I like. Do I own any of the technical guides? No. But I am not so hardcore that everything has to be like puritanically perfect. I sound like a 7? Okay, I'm willing to accept a 7 out of 10 because I did read the 4 prequel comics to the J.J. Abrams reboot in 2009. So when I watched the reboot, I did in fact know how the status quo of the universe had changed in order to allow for the creation of the Kelvin timeline. So I will accept a 7 out of 10. Fine. 7 out of 10. No, you're a 7 out of 9. All right. That gets me up to like a 7.2. Okay. We are 45 minutes in. Let's play a video game. I can continue to talk Star Trek, but we just have to get through any narrative that begins the game for us. That's why I didn't want to start the game, is because I knew there was going to be, like, there's going to be some interruption here where we're going to have to pay attention to what the game is telling us. They did retcon some of the stuff from the comics. Notably, they retconned Data's resurrection. That was the big one. Data was captain of the Enterprise when when Spock went back in time. And they retconned which star blew up. That's true as well. Downloading. Hey kids, I'm a computer. Stop all your downloading. News and updates could not be accessed. How dare. Right, we watched this yesterday. You wouldn't download a LaCie, wouldn't you? Speaking of which, we have not yet heard the words Falsi, LaCie, or Seath at any point in the game so far. And we're 2 hours and 23 minutes in. A system error has occurred. I don't like the sound of that. What system error occurred, precisely? Alright, we're fine. Everything's fine. Okay, so, the, the next place the guide takes us is the Wildlands. So, 1-3? The Wildlands. Why does it skip right ahead to 3-1? Sorry, I'm now just reading through this guide, but I may actually need to, like, find a better guide. Okay, it's just wrong, that's all. It means 1-3, but it's spelled 3-1 here. This guide is kinda bad, though. Alright, well, we've spoken to Hope. Let's just get on the teleporter and go buy the outfit that I was supposed to buy. So, we are at Dead Dune Station. Return to my previous location. Yes. Alright, well, we'll go buy this outfit that I intended to go buy, and then... And I'll use one EP to pause time while I do. What the actual hell? This isn't where I was.
Where am I? What is this?
Oh hey, we're back in Valhalla.
Hey, Savior! What's going on?
You again.
Right. Can you hear me? Are you alright? Where are you?
What's
I'm
the
in
problem?
the world beyond time.
Equipment trouble?
I'm out. I'm getting crazy readings. The coordinates make no sense. I can't pinpoint your position.
Hope, are you there?
No. Hope can't hear you or see you. You're invisible. Do you know why? Because we're inside you. Spooky, huh?
You mean inside my mind?
Yeah, it's a safe place that God can't see. You could almost say it's like, oh, I don't know, an unseen realm.
Alright, if you say so. But that begs the question, what the hell are you doing in here?
I have a name. It's Lumina, and I know a lot about you. You need my advice, and in here we can talk about anything we want, safe from prying eyes.
Prying eyes? You mean Hope?
Yep, he might not realize it, but everything he learns gets passed straight on to God.
What of it? I don't have any secrets to hide.
Oh, right. You're the loyal servant, aren't you? You wouldn't dream of betraying him. And don't worry, okay? Even if I know otherwise, well, My lips are sealed.
I have no reason to betray him.
Right. That's very convincing. Keep those feelings hidden and play the loyal little servant. You want to be as cold as a steel in your sword. You do that, and then no one can guess what's inside. It's true, God can't see into human hearts.
What?
But he can read your face and tone, just like anyone else, and make his own guesses.
Like I said, I don't have anything to hide. He's promised to bring Sarah back. I'm not gonna do anything that might cause him to change his mind. Why should I?
Are you still in there, Lightning? Why are you afraid?
Huh?
Come on, think about it. We're inside your mind. Don't you get it? If you can't be true to yourself here, where can you? I know you haven't changed, because you can't.
I've changed like 3 times already this game. I'm totally wearing a new costume. What are you talking about?
We're just particles of dust brushed from the palm of a god. That's all we ever were. Right, sis?
No, wait!
She is Sarah!
That was Sarah.
Le gasp! Believe this calls for one of these. Le gasp.
Finally! I've got a connection again. Light, what just happened?
I was talking to Lumina.
Lumina? That girl? What does she want?
Gasp.
And where is she now?
You didn't hear any of that?
No, my sensors didn't pick up a thing. Are you sure she was there? Maybe it was just a dream.
A dream? Maybe that's what it was.
Right. Teleport complete.
All right, here we are in the dunes. Let's stop time. Be halted time.
Excuse me, lady. Do you mind?
I do.
Well, this
I
is
have
a
places
shock.
to go and
Tourist?
people to see.
You could say that.
Hate to break it to you, but there's nothing worth seeing in this desert. There are some ruins out there, but they ain't the type that any decent folk should go to.
Why not? Are they dangerous?
They're just breeding grounds for monsters. Well, that and home to some legendary treasure or something. The vessel that'll summon the souls of the dead and open the door to the afterlife. They call it the Holy Clavis.
Summon souls, you said? That's promising.
Ah, bunch of nonsense if you ask me. Not that the bandits or the Order will ever give up on it, though. They've been searching for that thing forever. I don't recommend diving into those ruins for some fairy tale. Not if you don't want those bandits on your back for invading their territory.
Thanks for the warning.
Why don't you find those bandits' headquarters and see what they know?
I'm gonna have to
Sure
set
they'll
that
have
up so that I can do
information
that
about
all the
ruins
time.
and Clavis. This is just a guess, but I would imagine that most of the people living here in the desert are bandits in search of treasure. After all,
Color me surprised.
5. Wrong merchant. I need the outfitter.
Thank you.
Where is the outfitter here? There's an outfitter here somewhere. The guide told me there was an outfitter. Where's the outfitter? Damn you, guide! This is a cheery place, isn't it? Chat to the train worker just outside and get a bit of information. A bit further to the north. To the north is an outfitters. So I saw a question, do we have confirmation that this is
I've
Pulse?
looked into that class for you.
According
Apparently it's
to
an artifact that's
the
thought
information
capable
I've
of drawing
read,
the souls of the dead
Pulse
to
fell
it.
into the sea.
That's about all we know. It seems the Order has been trying hard to recover the relic.
But this is the
In
same
recent
world.
years, they've dispatched several parties of seculars to the desert.
But they haven't had any luck, right?
Okay. I need to look at a map online. Dead Dunes Outfitter. Images. Gold Geo 1 is now following. Thank you very much for the follow, Gold Geo 1. Dead Dunes map. Aha! No! I found a website that claims to have the Dead Dunes map, but when I clicked on it to see the bigger version of it, the map wasn't there. Dead Dunes. Okay, here we go. We've got a map. Outfit. God damn it. I hate this. A bit further to the north is an Outfitters. Define a bit further to the north, game. Uh-oh. What is going on? There's lots of nonsense happening in chat. What is happening? Just make it permanent. Make it my brand. I'm a streamer who wears a helmet. Guide is a liar. Now I'm just trying to keep up with everything I've missed in chat. Everybody's redeeming nices for some reason. You're all just waiting on me. Okay. Sure. Oh god, that's all in Japanese. What about this map? That's a map of the Dead Dunes. Okay. God damn it, why is it so small? Outfitters, red. Oh, okay, I completely ran right past it.
It seems like the Order isn't the only one interested either.
I don't know how I ran right past it.
Also want it.
Yes, the bandits that call this desert home. They make a living by taking what they can from the ruins and selling their finds.
Are
But there he
bandits
is.
Or grave robbers.
Hey, buddy.
This is turning
How did
into
I
a
miss
real
you?
fool's errand. Thought I'd start a new market in the desert. And just look at me now. Hey, are you part of Monoculus? Not that it matters to me.
Monoculus.
Buy something, would you?
Sell. Because I have... Oh, no, I do have enough gil. Okay, buy. Passion Rouge. Passion Rouge. Buy. Dust and Shadow. Oh, fancy. Okay. And the timer has stopped. Good. So we have not missed too much time. Back to the guide. We are now where... Now where are we headed? We've done the thing. Into the wildlands. Okay. This guide is structured really poorly. 1-3. The Angel of Valhalla. There we go. After the scenes, and when you have collected your reward, warp to Luxarian South Station and then catch the first train to the Wildlands. Okay. EP abilities. Teleport. South Station. Yes. We're back on track. This game is profoundly confusing. All right, what did the thing say? Shining in the dark sea of chaos, there is a faint glimmer of light. It is the stuff of creation, a sinister pulse that might just become a new monster, but that should rightly have been reborn as a human. That is what the soul seeds are. Each day, dying human is supposed to... Now I can read it correctly. Each dying human is supposed to return to the chaos and then be reborn again. But the cycle is broken. Nothing can be born here but darkness. I watch as the workings of the universe crumble before me and know that the unseen power grows stronger with each death.
Let's make sure.
Don't forget to buy a ticket.
A ticket? The Wildlands. I know you haven't changed, 'cause you can't. Lumina spat the words at me in defiance. She worms beneath my defenses, seeing through my act as Bunavelza's loyal servant and sneering at my hypocrisy. As if I am pathetic for stamping down my true feelings and never showing how I feel. And yet, I cannot hate her. For over 1,000 years I've acted the same, thinking that it could protect Sarah. And if it will bring Sarah back to me now, I will happily play any role I have to. If Sarah will live again, I don't care what happens to me. Choo
This stop the Wildlands.
choo!
Passengers for the Dead Dudes and Luxarian South Station, please board now. Thank you.
So this is the last surviving wilderness.
The Wildlands. So Spurious asks, wait, what? 1,000 years? When? We determined last stream that that this takes place hundreds of years after 500 AF. So the previous game ended in 500 AF. That is the extent of what we know. We entered the final boss battle from Academia in the year 500 AF, because that is the year when Ark was to be raised into the sky, and that was the year that Caius attacked. No, it wasn't 4XX, it was 500 AF. 4XX was the year that they were like, all right, cool, we've got everything we need to build or to finish the thing. It was 100 years later. Lightning had spent that entire period in Valhalla fighting. So Lightning was off doing her thing in Valhalla for those 500 years. And then she continued doing her whatever in Valhalla and becoming a crystal statue for some period of time for an unknown number of years after that. So some hundreds of years. So we can assume that she's been around for a while. Some of it she was in crystal stasis. We don't know how much.
It's the world as it once was. Nature's last stand. Wild beasts still live and die here as they always have. It's raw in nature, red in tooth and claw, and the chaos here is just as dangerous.
This hope doesn't have
People who live out
continuity
here
of
are not
memory,
like the city dwellers.
and the
They're
previous
different.
hope
They don't follow
was
the teachings
only
of the
around
order.
for glimpses of it, because he
And they don't wanna rely
time
on
traveled from
handouts
era to
either,
era.
So they strive to live off the land.
He's a child again because he was resurrected by
A
God.
refuge for those who refuse to be tamed. Is that it?
Light.
The encounter
Remember
is
when I said we were gonna
ordained.
play a
You
video
have been
game?
led to the fountainhead whence the chaos flows. Here you will meet the servant of fate, adorned with feathers of white. The angel of Valhalla.
Light? What just happened?
I heard a voice. It said that I've been led here, and I'm supposed to meet someone. The angel of Valhalla.
What kind of voice? I didn't pick anything up on this end.
A young girl, but I don't think she's close. It was more like she was speaking from the chaos itself.
Okay.
I just ran a search on this angel person, but it came up blank. Maybe you should ask the locals.
Oh yeah, he's a vampire. He dates Buffy. All right. New warp destination unlocked. Hooray! Pause. Because we're not going to have a lot of time to futz around. So, now that we're here, we can actually look at the guide. Finally, some greenery. The Wildlands is a world away from the gloom of Luxarion, and it really is quite a pleasure to explore. The early main quests here allow you to access some very useful schemata and a very special way to get around the Wildlands. Upon your arrival at the station, sprint in the direction of Canopus Farms out in the middle of the grasslands. On your way, watch out for the blue flan bobbing around and for any sparkling flowers on the ground. The blue flan are very weak to thunder and are easily defeated. They also offer materials used in a side quest. There are numerous plants dotted around the Wildlands which are used in a variety of ways, mostly for side quests. Collect them as you find them to save a lot of time later on. All right, so we are headed to Canopus Farms. The next point of the guide is as soon as you arrive at Canopus Farms, head straight for the outfitters. Okay, so real quick, we have to customize our schemata because we have this Passion Rouge, I guess. Deprotect and deshell. Hot dang. There seems to be no downside to this one. Relative to... Yeah, I think we just stick with that. Look at that sword. Sworded. Maybe we go with the big purple sword on this one? Or maybe, like, I don't know. I'm liking the red, the all red theme we've got going here. We should have a look at the... Like, that shield is a strict upgrade, but I don't like the blue. I don't know. I feel like going matchy-matchy here. Mist Wizard, though, you maybe want the Okay, first we have to check, is the Liberator better? The Liberator is not better, but it is better here. So, this lightning is going to Purple Town, clearly. I'm gonna equip the purple shield, and it's like... It's not even that much better. I just want it all to match. What about the outfit? We have the Knight of Etro. All right, cool. How have you got? What have you got for abilities? I feel like we want to give you Spark Strike, probably. You probably should have something like Guard or like Attack. And you should probably have something like, oh, that should be guard level 2, and that should be, Sundara level 2? Alright, you've 725, you've 491, you've got 461. So that's gonna stay as our primary. Alright, let's go. We are sprinting.
Yeah.
No!
I have a question for
Stop
you.
talking to me.
Have you ever heard of someone called the Angel of Valhalla?
You must be new to these parts. There's not a man or woman here that doesn't know the Angel.
The Angel of Valhalla isn't a person. It's a legendary chocobo, covered in feathers as white as the clouds. It's the sacred bird that only appears at the end of the world.
Alright, so when I named my stream this evening, Wark Souls, I had no idea that we were embarking on a legendary chocobo-related quest. This is entirely coincidental.
So it's a local legend then.
Yeah, a legend. At least that's what it used to be. But in recent times, many folk have seen the bird with their own 2 eyes. A lot of us are thinking maybe that story is true.
Maybe it is, but Dr. Ghazal has been after it for years, and he still doesn't have proof that the beast is the one from legend.
Dr. Ghazal? Who would that be?
The famous veterinarian, of course. A prickly character with the temper of a behemoth, but he loves his chocobos. When it comes to the Angel, he's the leading expert in all of the wildlands.
Alright.
The doctor lives up the road a bit, in the village of Canopus Farms. If you catch him in a good mood, he'll help you out. Maybe.
Canopus Farms.
A white chocobo at the end of the world.
Out of my way, losers! I've got a farm to get to. That'll be Canopus Farms.
The official scriptures of the order.
Just have to go to the
It's a
destination.
local story, a superstition.
Alright, we want
Even if it
flowers,
is,
and we
someone
want
spoke to me. The
plants.
voice was real, and it mentioned the Angel of Valhalla. I want to know who it was.
If you think that's what you need to do, then go ahead. You have a lead, at least.
Blue plants.
A bad-tempered chocobo vet by the name of Dr. Ghazal.
Ghazal?
I could find him and
They're Ghazal greens?
Another lost
What?
soul.
I choose to disbelieve. That's BS. Nobody in the world calls them Ghazal greens.
Let's do it.
I have been fed a falsehood. This sword is ridiculous.
We're down.
Oh god.
Our tears fall into the chaos.
What? That healed it? Oops. There's an H in it. Why is it Ghazal? That makes no sense. It's Gishel greens. Oh, no, it isn't Gishel greens. It's GysahL. My whole world is coming apart. I've been like Mandela'd between this game and the last.
They play with fire.
This is worse than Mako and Corneo combined. I mean, yeah, I absolutely am never, ever going to be able to pronounce it in any way other than Gishel. Innkeeper.
If you want to learn more about the Angel of Valhalla, you should speak to
Where's-
Dr. Ghazal of Canopus Farms.
No, I refuse.
By all accounts, he's a difficult man to deal with. But no one knows more about you.
Hi. What do you need today?
I need to sell you some items. Like these medals that I have. So that I have Gil. No! Actually, it's fine. Those were gilded metals. Okay, so there's a yellow one that the game wants me to buy, which I assume is Electronica. So, looking here. As soon as you arrive at Canopus Farms, head straight for the Outfitters and purchase all 4 garb here. It is entirely possible you will only be able to afford a couple of them, so prioritize Ignition and Electronica. As their names suggest, they each bear a strong innate spell, namely Fire Level 2 and Thunder Level 2 respectively. These spells are incredibly powerful, and many of the monsters you find in the Wildlands are weak to these spells. I actually already have Fire Level 2. Or Thunder Level 2, rather. Because I'm using it at present. The Woodwalker looks like it's straight out of Metal Gear Solid 3. I don't know if you can see what I've just noticed. Hello, Vintage Spiffy. How are you? Thank you for the resub. Congratulations on 4 months. Is this present in all of them? It's definitely the horse tattoo. The horse tattoo is 100% what I noticed. And was like, really? But now I'm just looking at all these costumes. This one's fine. Nothing, no problem here. This costume is totally, well, within definition of reasonable. This one has a very low-cut hip line. You'll notice. The majority of these do, in fact, have visible thongs. The fact that this one includes a skirt, a mini skirt that I would describe charitably as a belt. But it's the horse tattoo on this one. What inspired the horse tattoo? All right, moving on. She doesn't. You're right. Also, they have horses? I don't know. I guess it's Odin. Here, let's take a moment. I need to be able to, like, zoom in my... Give me a moment here. Do I have an easy zoom? I do not. Yeah, zoom, enhance. You should be able to see it probably now. There it is. It's like a unicorn without the horn. It is a basic-ass horse, you're right. Why is there a horse here? It's ruining my fantasy. Okay, well, we'll purchase Ignition as directed to by the guide. I'm inclined not to buy Electronica because we already have a Thunder Level 2. Do we already have a Thunder Level 2? I should check. Not EP abilities. Customize schemata. You have Thundara Level 2. You have Thunder Level 1. Okay. So actually...
Hi. What do you need today?
Should, I assume it's Odin. I assume it must be Odin. But why is it on the Woodland Walker and not on the Electronica? Because Odin was electric themed. I don't know. I'm very puzzled. Maybe Lightning just really likes horses. I guess? I guess? I don't know. We've got a lot of good lightning spells right now. I feel like I'm gonna disobey the guide. The guide has led me wrong in the past.
Come back again soon.
Okay, now that we're here and we have bought the robes, the garb, which is a great word. All right, schemata. So schemata setup. We have advice on the schemata here. We have been told to equip Passion Rouge, as well as Electronica and Nocturne. I don't know. I don't agree with this guide, so I'm going to skip all of that. Guides! Who needs a guide? Skip all the schemata setup. After equipping yourself, head on over to the blue exclamation mark where Dr. Gizal, that word even tastes bad, will tell you all about the Angel of Valhalla.
Welcome, traveler.
Tell me about the Angel of Valhalla.
I want to know more about the Angel of Valhalla.
Go away.
I heard you know things. The encounter is ordained. You have been led to the fountainhead whence the chaos flows. Does that mean anything to you?
Great Etro's helm. Where did you...
All right, so Iris of Ether has commented into chat, Final Fantasy XIV's Lunar New Year from 2013. And I quote, "So it would surprise you not at all if I told you that our Outre friends from the Far East have a custom of naming a totem beast every heaven's turn. Imagine that. This year they have chosen the horse, a creature so exotic that even I, Oliver Goodfellow, have never encountered one."
Hear those words? Who spoke them?
A young girl, but I never saw her.
A maiden's voice born on the wind. Yes, that's how I heard them too. So it would appear that she has spoken to both of us. Very well. I will share what I know.
I was told this guy had the personality of a behemoth.
Chocobo that lives in these plains. I myself have glimpsed the creature many times, but unfortunately I've never succeeded in capturing him. It is said whoever can break him and ride him will become his master. But I've long since given up hope that it shall be me.
Nor me. I don't know anything about chocobos.
Don't rule yourself out, young lady.
How many chocobos did you ride
may
in
be
Final
the
Fantasy
one.
XIII?
If you're telling the truth about the voice, that is. It's true, not everyone who hears the voice is the chosen one. But rest assured, the encounter will happen. The legends tell us that the chocobo's chosen master will be led by the chocobo to a certain place. I speak of that dread edifice whence the chaos emerges. The temple of Etro herself.
The dread
You mean
edifice.
the one built into the cliff?
The very same. And deep below that sinister haven of destruction, an ocean of chaos royals. The great chaos of the stories.
What does that mean? Is it a different kind of chaos?
Alas, the legends give us few details. If you wish to find an answer to that question, you will have to seek the truth in the temple.
And to do that, I've got to find and tame the Angel of Valhalla.
Yes, indeed. But that, let me assure you, is no easy task. I have a couple of assistants who live here in the village. Talk to them, and they can give you advice about finding the chocobo.
An ocean of great chaos buried beneath a temple.
Okay, real quick. Russian Malware, thank you for the sub. Now subscribing for 4 months with Twitch Prime, saying, usually don't put personal stuff out online like this, but I'm super excited because my name change got approved today. Congratulations. That's really exciting. And thank you very much for the sub. What was I doing next? Okay, there we go. If the doctor's name didn't give it right away, then after speaking with him, you will know what you have to search for. He suggests you speak with the villagers for more information. The man you need is a red-haired one chopping wood in the southwestern corner.
Do you think it could be true?
South,
Does the Order know anything
west,
about it?
red-haired chopping wood.
I'd say it's likely they don't. That temple appeared here from the other world.
Hey, buddy.
Excuse me, do you know anything about the Angel of Valhalla?
Do I? You're as smart as you look coming to me with that question. I'll have you know I am the oldest, yes, that's right, the oldest surviving student of the great Dr. Ghazal himself. First, the basics. The legendary chocobo, the so-called Angel of Valhalla, is not a creature anyone can find just by looking for it.
Except, I'm guessing you're gonna tell me that you can.
Not quite, but I can tell you what the good doctor has told me. That angel is anything but angelic. It's a rough, wild beast. He deliberately seeks out his mortal foe, the chocobo eater. So you see, if you wish to find the white chocobo of legend...
I should find a chocobo eater.
Precisely.
Okay.
I knew you were smart. Now, the last sighting of a chocobo eater was in the City of Ruins. The ruins lie in grim terrain that stretches yonder to the east. But the chocobo eater is a fearsome beast. Be prepared for a fight.
If you want to fight...
All right. Now we save again. Or we pause again. Alright, the man you need is a red-haired one chopping wood in the southwestern corner. He goes by the name of Seven, don't ask, and tells you that the angel seeks out his mortal foe, a chocobo eater. The last sighting of one was in the City of Ruins to the northeast. It's a safe bet to assume if you find the chocobo eater, you'll likely find the angel too. Head out in the direction of the City of Ruins, marked by the blue exclamation mark. Remember to pick up any flowers on the way, and fight every monster with the exception of the Reaver that you see. This will build a solid collection of various abilities, allowing you to strengthen them later at a synthesis shop. Be very careful as you arrive in the City of Ruins. Reavers have a nasty habit of popping up in confined spaces, just waiting for you to run into them. While it is possible to defeat one at this point, it will result in a protracted battle and diminish your supplies of restorative items, which you will need for the battle versus the chocobo eater. Avoid them at all costs. These behemoths are very powerful and act like their counterparts in previous games in that, after dealing a significant amount of damage, they will rise up on their hind legs, heal themselves to full, and become very aggressive. You can defeat them, but it takes a few potions and possibly EP, which you really shouldn't waste at this stage. Head for the waypoint when you're ready. Okay. Resume game. Map. That away. We are going that away. We're going directly behind me in that direction. And we are avoiding Reavers at all costs, but there's a flower over here.
And find the City of Ruins.
So we're gonna pick up the flower first. Flower. What a good dog! Who's a good boy? I can't pet you. 0 to 10. Worst game ever. Alright, we got ourselves some flans. Coming in for a flanding.
Easy now.
Uh-oh. Oh, God. Sorted. At least I don't get star ratings in these fights. Okay, which way was I headed? I'm lost again. We're going this way-ish. What a good dog.
A great city was once built here. For a while, it was the center of all human culture. It appears the ruins here are all that remain of that time.
So was that our
Oh,
golden
we
age?
found some mist.
Well, judging by the state of them, it ended a long
It
time
can't
ago.
be missed.
The chaos that destroyed the world emerged right here in the Wildlands.
Oh God,
The
apparently I
initial
have
flood of
stepped
chaos
into
devastated this entire area.
a mist zone.
So this is where it began. The beginning of the end. Dr. Ghazal talked about a great chaos beneath the temple.
Am I in the right place? I am in the right place, okay.
The goddess. What do you think?
I hope that I'm wrong about this, but I'd say that the force behind the world's destruction might be buried somewhere in that temple.
The unseen chaos. I came into contact with it just once. I still remember the feeling. It's not something that belonged in this world.
They really are
It had to be
talkative, aren't they?
stopped.
Uh-oh. All right, we found a chocobo eater and a dead white chocobo, which seems like that's probably related to what we want to do. Head for the waypoint when you're ready. Boss battle, Chocobo Eater. Luckily, the angel has done half the work for you. The Chocobo Eater will start with half HP and has a terrible weakness for lightning-based attacks. Well, thankfully, we have those on hand, don't we?
I wasn't strong. It's the white chocobo. I found it.
He's injured.
Will you dream back in the chaos? Time to repent.
Cut.
Let's do it.
Lightning cut. Oh, ow. Ow! This is like the first actual fight I've had to deal with in this game. Oh, right, I should probably be guarding against attacks. That's a thing I need to remember to do. Bonk. Now. Alright, I need my AP to heal back up. Wow! That was guarded! And it still did that much damage. Oh, I'm in trouble? Yes. Deprotect. D-shell. Guard?
Time to repent.
This thing hits like a freight train.
Pray for the dead.
How quick it says. Uh-oh.
Gotta hang in.
Huh. Okay, so now I'm going to read the guide because the guide actually is helpful in this manner of things. So we've got, luckily, the angel has done half the work for you. The Chocobo Eater will start with half HP and has a terrible weakness for lightning-based attacks. Start the battle by casting D-Shell and D-Protect, then proceed to drive his stagger wave up with an extended use of Thundara, Thunder Plus, and Spark Strike. Use Guard when you can. Some of his attacks are difficult to predict, so don't worry too much if you get hit, and he'll quickly stagger. Once he's staggered, focus on doing as much damage as possible with physical attacks. Use Overclock in this state, and he'll be almost dead after the stagger has finished. Repeat what you've already been doing and keep chipping away at his HP. Be aware that as he gets near death, he'll use I'll Cook Them, which really boosts his attack power. Try to quickly finish him off before he gets to attack you. Use another Overclock if you have to. I don't want to escape. Do I have no alternative but to escape? Or have I just, like, soft-locked? Is that dead? Is that the death screen? Oh, you can only escape at that point. Alright, well, I guess we'll find out where my last save was. Oh, no. Oh, no. The unseen realm of Valhalla, where Etro, goddess of death, once ruled from her throne before I fell into crystal sleep. That divine land of chaos where I served as Etro's champion broke free from its own dimension and spilled into this world. It was right here in the Wildlands where the end began 500 years ago. Perhaps that's why the specter of Etro is so much stronger here than in other lands. What will I find here now that I am Bunavelza's savior? Okay, we're in the Wildlands. So we're not that badly... We're not that hard up.
I have a question for you. Have you ever heard...
You must mean...
The Angel of All... It's the sacred...
So, it's a local...
Yeah, but in recent time, a lot of us have...
Maybe it is.
Dr. Ghazal.
The famous veteran. When it comes to the angel...
The doctor lives... If you catch him in a...
A white chocobo at the end of the world.
There's nothing about this in any of the official scriptures of the Order. It's a local story, a superstition.
Even if it is, someone spoke to me. The voice was real, and it mentioned the Angel of Valhalla.
Yeah, so save more often than I have. I should have saved before that fight.
If you think that's what you need to do, then go ahead. You have a lead, at least.
Right, a bad-tempered chocobo vet by the name of Dr. Ghazal. They said I could find him in Canopus. Feel like dying. Blood's up now.
Oh, I should have picked my other outfit. This is bad. This is not good.
It's your funeral. Pray for the dead.
Oh god, that's healing him.
Savior's got a job.
Hello, Guitar Cat. Alright, good night, DR Fox. Thank you for tuning in.
You want to be saved. Do you dream of death?
Do you dream of death? Hello, Roger Ivany. How are you this evening? Welcome. All right, now let's actually fix our schemata by switching Savior, which we don't want to use, for Passion Rouge. And you are going to be all red. You are going to be the same as you were. Mist Ward was going to be liberated. And purpled. And purpled. Now, which one of these had the cool Thundara ability? Aha! You need to have thunder. You all have a guard? Right, and you needed an attack. That was the trick. Lightning is a party of one in this, yeah. This game is very different.
If you want to learn more about the Angel of Valhalla, you should speak to Dr. Gazal of Canopus Farms. By all accounts...
Back to the outfitters. We wanted to sell other items. The bronze medals. Yes. The silver medals. Yes. And the crystal medal. Yes. Is there anything else that is good to sell at shops? Vibrant ooze looks like it would taste good. I don't think I want to... I don't think I want to buy anything. Wait, hold on. I don't want to sell. Buy. So ignition I said I was going to take. And then I decided on this one. Oh, and I have less gil this time around for some reason. Alright. Go talk to Dr. Gazal.
I want to know.
Go away.
Shut up.
I heard you know the encounter. Does that...
Great.
A young girl.
A maiden? So the angel is I myself. It is said.
Nor me.
Don't rule your... It's true, not the legends tell us. I speak of
You mean...
the very same. Alas.
And to do that, I've...
Yes.
Hello, Reverse Creations. How are you? Yes, I am playing Lightning Returns. I accept your apologies.
Young woman, you have... In this village you will find...
It was inevitable. It was gonna happen no matter what.
Excuse me.
Do I? I'll have you know. First, the legendary...
Except...
I did this to myself. What can I say?
So you see...
I should find a chocobo.
Precisely. The ruins lie, but the chocobo eater...
If you want to find the prey...
Yeah, in retrospect, I probably did want to buy Electronica, but it's okay.
You should head
We'll
east
live.
and find the City of Ruins.
Despite all evidence to the contrary. That would give me a Thunder level 2. It actually wouldn't give me 2 Thundara level 2s. It's not so much that these conversations aren't important, it's that we already watched them once, because I died to the boss.
A great city was once built here. For a while it was the center of all human culture. It appears the ruins here are all that remain of that time.
So was that our golden age? Well, judging by the state of them, it ended a long time ago.
I want to get through here without getting mobbed by any men.
In the wildlands.
Okay, soul seeds. Now leave me alone!
The initial flood of chaos devastated this entire area.
So this is where it began. The beginning of the end. Dr. Gazal talked about the great chaos beneath the temple of the goddess. What do you think?
I hope that I'm wrong
What a
about
good
this.
dog. What a good dog. She does have really loud footsteps. The audio mix in this game is quite something.
The unseen chaos. I came into contact with it just once. I still remember the feeling.
Okay, boss fight. Save this time. You can't pet the dog. I tried. It's not possible.
It's not something that belonged in this world. It's the white chocobo. I found it.
He's injured. You have to help him.
Will you dream back in the chaos?
Really? It just opens with a hit? Don't like that. Really? Oh right, I was supposed to de-shell and de-protect.
I'll make him dance. You surprised?
Ow! That's just rude, man.
I'll make him dance.
Please stagger.
Pray for the dead.
Please stagger. Use a potion. Then what's the button for... Oh god, I don't remember anything. I don't remember how to use my abilities. I guess I don't have the EP for it.
Go to hell. Going to change.
I need to heal. Yes.
Of course.
Guarding. Ah!
Thanks for waiting. Evil has a price. Darkness.
Come on, staggering, staggering, staggering.
Pray for the dead.
Oh god. Heal!
Time to repent. Blood's up now.
Oh, I wish I'd managed to guard that better. No! Oh god.
I will fight evil.
Please stagger, please stagger.
Okay, gotta hang in.
Big yikes.
I will fight evil.
This battle system honks. Oh, I'm super dead.
What the hell?
Huh. I really don't want to lose the hour by escaping. So it's pretty much like we're going back to the title screen here. So how am I enjoying this game so far? It's an adventure. Oh god, James has just posted an image of Caillou's face with the caption, "Soon," to Twitter. Yeah, apparently when it staggers, I do have to rotate through my outfits quickly. This fight is quite something to manage, really.
If you want to find the prey, seek out the predator. It makes sense. You should head east and find the city of ruins.
I'm ready. Are you?
Oh god, I forgot about that start. Good grief. This guy does not stagger easy. Okay, he's still down. That's good. This is good for me. This is excellent for Bitcoin.
Keep up if you can. Tears fall into the chaos. You're down.
Booyah. Staggered again.
Keep up if you can. Time to mix it up.
Oh. We should heal.
Blood's up now. Pray for the dead.
Come on, get that stagger off.
Easy now.
Anytime now. Anytime at all. Yes.
Time to mix it up.
Go. Boom! It only took 3 tries, but we got there. All right, cool. We got there. No, the poor chocobo.
Look at this. Why didn't he just run away? He's torn up pretty bad.
Perhaps he
You
had
did
to
this
fight
to yourself,
protect something.
chocobo.
It's all right, little one. I'll help you.
Little one. It's like
You're
3
bleeding
times
heavily.
your size
We
by
have to
volume,
stop it.
Lightning. Boom, roasted.
The white chocobo. What happened here?
He needs medical attention, and fast.
Right. I'll get the doctor. Yeah. Yep.
Ultra kill.
It's even worse than I feared. Hey, help me get him to Canopus Farms now. I won't let him die. Of that
Hey,
you
that
have the
person is
word of
wearing
Dr. Gazal.
the newsboy hat, the orange newsboy hat they put on Armando 1.
Stop moving around, quickly.
It didn't look like anyone was loafing around there. They all seemed to be pretty high on the prize.
Hey, Hope. Do you really think that was...
Eno the Tonberry, now having subscribed for 2 months. Thank you very much, Eno the Tonberry. How did Final Fantasy XIII 2 go? Was it as obnoxious as the beginning? It got less obnoxious. I mean, I have continued to contend. Contend? Is that even the right word? I contend that it is still a good game. Final Fantasy XIII 2 is pretty good. It is the best of the 3, probably. But I didn't hate it. Okay, so now the guide says the poor thing is severely wounded and needs urgent treatment. Run back to Canopus Farms and see how he's faring. Being a typical egoist, he is refusing to eat from anyone but you. Talk to him and then select give to him and choose the Gissel greens. He has recovered a little bit. Will need a lot more medicine and food to get him back to full fighting fitness. Luckily, there are plenty of items around.
was a chocobo?
Why do
The what kind of greens? Yeah. No doubt. Alright, let's get out of here.
It might be a subspecies, but it certainly looked like a chocobo to me.
Right, to me too. But the thing is, when I first
I am super going the wrong way.
saw it, I felt this weird familiarity.
Nope, leave me
You
be.
felt familiar with a chocobo?
I got places to be, and I'm on a timer.
Hey, I know what I felt. I'll follow the doc back to Canopus Farms.
Oh god! I'm wasting valuable time, game. How did I get in here in the first place? Take a left. I'm not allowed to do anything fun in this game anymore because I'm on a timeline. We always have a job to do now.
Easy now. You think you can be forgiven?
When is Lightning gonna get some me time? In 13 days. Suddenly, Flans. It's the Flan with the plan.
You're down. Sleep now. Easy now. They play with fire.
No, we played with lightning. This way. Oh god. I apparently need HP. Recovery items. Man, I went through those two fights with the Chocobo Eater using... Oh god!
Will you dream back in the chaos?
Yeah, oh no is right. Although apparently it goes down easy to Thundara, so that's good to know.
Our tears fall into the chaos.
Oh, I'm dead. So... we have something to learn here. And the something I need to learn here is that I didn't save after the boss fight. So I guess the question is, was there an autosave?
Hey, Hope. Do you really think that was a chocobo?
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Why do you ask? It might be a subspecies, but it certainly looked like a chocobo to me.
Right, to me too. But the thing is, when I first saw it, I felt this weird familiarity.
You felt familiar with a chocobo? Maybe you just need a friend, Light.
Hey, I know what I felt. I'll follow...
Yeah, you can't run away from a fight without giving up time. That much I know. You lose an hour if you run from the fight.
Let's do it.
I'm sorry, I'm seeing what happens in chat here. Chocobo became Chocolina? What? That doesn't make any kind of sense. We could have learned it in a fragment in Final Fantasy 13, but we, or 13-2, but we missed it.
Such is fate. Time to sleep.
Yeah, I don't consider it a spoiler if it's for a game that we've finished already.
Such is fate. You think you can be forgiven? This is the only way to salvation.
Okay, I need a recovery item. Yes, potion. Okay, now I am deeply concerned. Same thing is going to happen as last time. So let's run away. Oh yeah, saving's a good idea. Oh, I hate this. This is the worst. Stop spawning this dude on me. Okay, he's behind me now. Good. The guide did not imply that I had to fight the behemoth. The guide implies that the behemoth was dodgeable. Let's get out of here. Everything about this has been terrible. Let's just try and escape. Ah! What are these plans doing? Way over here. Sorry, that musical hit reminded me very strongly of Star Wars.
I'm sorry. Dr. Ghazal's in surgery right now and can't be disturbed. You'll have to wait here.
Some fresh water.
As I stood there, watching the doctor try to save the chocobo's life, I knew this was no ordinary animal.
It was an extremely wounded one.
Good. That's it.
Yeah, this chocobo got ate by a chocobo
because
eater.
Of the legend, I felt a connection, as if we'd fought together.
That's it.
But why? It made no sense.
The chocobo can't be Snow. We know Snow is a living, like, actual person in this game.
Hang on.
It's all over. You can come see for yourself.
Plus, Snow and Lightning barely got along.
Light, what about the chocobo?
Hello.
Is he all right?
His wounds are cleaned and dressed, but he's still dying.
Can't you help?
Aren't we all?
Listen to me. He's half starved. If he is to recover, he needs nutrients, vitamins, protein. But no matter what we do, we can't make him eat.
Is he that weak?
It's not a question of being weak. He's too proud. That's the problem. We've tried everything to coax him, but he simply won't accept any food from humans. The fool beast just glares at us.
That pride will kill him.
Such a stubborn bird can be none other than the Angel of Valhalla. The only human the angel will bow to is the one he recognizes as master. Perhaps he will obey you. Try it. Offer him this.
All right, we've got some Gazal greens.
It might be the chocobo.
Hand over the Gazal greens.
Well, it looks like he recognizes you as his master. As long as we keep providing him with feed, he should recover. I say we, but of course I mean you. He will not accept help from anyone else. He has to be your responsibility and yours alone.
If I do it, will he recover?
I would bet my reputation on it. This is the bird of legend. You're destined to ride him to the fountainhead of the chaos. But before you can do that, the bird needs to be fed.
So you said. Any hints? What kind of food should I give him?
Well,
I prescribe a
greens
balanced
work.
diet of Gazal greens, quality sheep's milk, and nutritional supplements. Ask the villagers if they have
Nutritional
any greens
supplements like
or
Brain
milk to
Blast,
spare.
which you can find on my website for a low monthly payment of $9.99. And we will send a bottle of Brain Blast straight to your door every month. It will keep you mentally sharp. Contains no soy. The Wildlands, caring for the Angel of Valhalla by giving specific items like Gazal greens to the wounded white chocobo which you found in the Wildlands. You can help him heal and grow strong again. When the chocobo has recovered, you will be able to ride him across the land, and thanks to his ability to jump great heights, you will be able to reach previously inaccessible locations. There are several kinds of items that are good for chocobo health. Get your hands on all the items you can find, and you're bound to find the best medicine for your new steed. I have a need. A need for steed. All right, so Mission 3-2, Healing an Angel. Talk to Sarala, the pink-haired girl in the vegetable patch, and she'll give you some more Gazal greens. Sadly, she doesn't have a full crop of them because her father has disappeared. Talk to her again to initiate the A Father's Request side quest, which requires you to head to the Yacht Woods. The Yacht! Yacht! Before you do that, though, there are a few things to take care of here. So we are looking for Sarala, the pink-haired girl in the vegetable patch. Let's save. Pink-haired girl in the vegetable patch. You, Sarala,
Hey,
talk to me.
Don't step on the vegetables.
They're
Sorry.
vines. How am I going to step on them?
It's all right. No harm done. I was only warning you. I've just planted a whole crop of Gazal seedlings.
Right. Chocobo's favorite food.
Yep, and our bread and butter. My name is Sarala, by the way. This is our field. My father's and mine. We've always worked it together. Nice to meet you and everything. You should feed that white chocobo of yours with some Gazal greens.
Normally we have a full crop, but with Father away I have no fertilizer to grow more. That's the last one, but you can have it.
You have a very strange cadence with which you speak.
So now I have to play nurse to...
I'm sure we'll be able to grow more greens when Father comes back. He went off to look for fertilizer days and days ago, and well, that was the last I saw of him. Of course I know what he's really doing. He's looking for Mother, just like he always does. He knows that she can't be alive after all this time, but still he keeps searching.
Okay. The guide says, talk to her again to initiate the A Father's Request side quest. But it didn't actually give me a quest pane. So just outside the settlement is the Hunter Chief, and he's very thankful he saved the angel. He is so thankful that he gives you chocobo to further the angel's healing. The final item is available in the Canopus Farms, is by the innkeeper, who will give you the fuzzy sheep milk after talking with her.
And not only that, if the legends are true, he'll be able to guide you to the temple of the goddess and the source of the great chaos.
Fuzzy sheep milk?
How's that bird doing? Of course, I speak of the white chocobo that you're caring for. Perhaps you would like to feed him some of this fortifying milk. The truth is, one of my regulars wanted it, but I just can't stand by seeing that poor creature suffer. You take it.
Alright, we got the fuzzy sheep milk. Inns, recovering HP in exchange for time. Rest your tired bones at an inn until the hour of your choosing and restore all of your HP. The latest that you can stay is until 6 a.m. when you must return to the Ark. Time will continue its onward march while you rest, so try not to sleep through the end of the world. I do not want to stay at the inn.
He'd better be useful. I was never one for
General
keeping
store.
pets.
I do want to stop at the general store
Hey
because
there.
I want some...
Can I help you with something?
Buy. Potion. Yes. Potion. Yes. Potion. Yes. Potion. Yes. Alright, what was the other person I needed to talk to? The Hunter Chief, just outside the settlement. That doesn't look like the Hunter Chief.
Welcome,
I assume he will look sort of stereotypically like a Hunter Chief. Hunter Chief, there we go. Hello.
My friend, we meet again. They tell me that the white chocobo is out of danger.
Yes, he's safe for now. Thanks to you. You brought the doctor just in time.
Lucky for us both. I'm glad we could save that magnificent animal. Now here, I give you this gift.
Chocobo. Is that like Red Bull? It gives you wings? I don't think this chocobo needs it. He's already got wings. What would you like to do? Give to him.
Oh, you should eat.
Yes. The Angel of Valhalla seems to want more food.
A bunch of fuss buckets, aren't they? The villagers, I mean.
Everyone's been very kind and helpful.
Well, you have to be out here in the wildlands. No one who tries going it alone survives very long. Just remember, if someone scratches your back, they'll expect some back scratching in return.
Alright. Give again. Give. Chocobo.
Drink this.
The Angel of Valhalla is healing nicely.
It's a unique specimen, without a doubt. But it needs to eat what other chocobos eat. Even a legend can't live on air and admiration.
Did you try offering
How
him
do other
food again?
chocobos live on
Is he
fuzzy
still
sheep's
refusing
milk?
you?
Yes, we've tried. But he
How does a
kicks up
chocobo
fuss
milk
loud
a
enough to
sheep?
Scare the sheep in Arius. It's you or nobody.
I guess I'm stuck with him. Easy now.
Things have finally settled down. Have you had a chance to talk to everyone here at Canopus Farms? People here They understand the importance of helping each other out. It's the only way to survive. As long as that chocobo keeps eating, he's bound to recover sooner or later. The problem is, he'll only accept food from your hand. He doesn't need any more surgery. And he won't accept food from me. So it looks like I've done all that I can for him. If you need any help or advice, talk to 13.
Who's 13? Why does everybody here have a name based on the number? Sarala, oh, now you have a
How does
quest.
it look? Can you help the chocobo?
Well, the doctor says he's out of immediate danger, for now. But he needs quality fodder to get his strength back.
Why, that is good news. I suppose that means you'll be wanting lots of gazelle greens then, won't you? I could give you lots normally, but we've just shipped off our latest harvest to the city, and we don't have any left.
So it's no use waiting for the next crop, right?
Actually, gazelle greens ripen ever so fast. They spring out of the ground right before your eyes, if you have fertilizer, that is. Father went off to the woods to collect fertilizer, but he still hasn't returned. He's been gone for days.
But the woods aren't that far. Could something have happened?
He does it all the time. He wanders off without a word and leaves me alone. That's why I'm not so worried. I know he'll be back, eventually.
The least he could do is tell you where he goes.
You know he'll be back.
It's not
eventually.
Right. Forcing you to put on a
you
brave
might want to
front and
apply a little more
pretend
urgency
you're not
here.
worried.
Oh, you could tell? Darn it. I try so hard to pretend it's perfectly normal that he just disappears. But the truth is, I'm scared to death about him.
And you have no idea where he goes? What's his name?
His name's Cole. He said he went to the woods to look for fertilizer. The Yogwoods, I mean. If you happen to see Father, would you tell him something?
Okay. We finally triggered the quest appearance. In the farming village of Canopus Farms, Lightning encounters a woman named Sarala tending her field. Sarala grows gazelle greens, a favorite of chocobos, but at the moment her field lies barren for want of fertilizer. Her father was supposed to bring back some fertilizer, but he is prone to wandering off for days at a time. And this time, too, he has failed to return. Lightning should head to Yacht Woods and find a wayward farmer by the name of Cole. Accept quest. Quest accepted.
If I find a farmer called Cole, I'll send him on home.
Father headed towards Yog, where the hunting woods lie. When you find him, tell him to bring some fertilizer home.
Okay. Cool. So, the advice here is, before leaving for Yacht Woods, equip ignition in place of electronica because the extra fire damage will help immensely against the majority of monsters in the woods. Run to the entrance of the woods and speak with the hunter astride the chocobo. He asks you to help him with a quest called The Right Stuff, and you will need to acquire 6 vibrant ooze. If you have been killing blue flans, you should have plenty of them by now. Complete it straight away, and he will give you a mystical meal for the angel. Alright, customize schema, Mist Wizard. This ignition with pretty much the same stuff equipped, I guess. Maybe I equip something that gives me way more ATB speed on fire. It's probably worth my while. Alright, where are the woods? Where are the woods? Before leaving for the Yacht Woods, equip ignition. It doesn't tell me where the Yacht Woods are. Why does it not tell me where the Yacht Woods are? Yogwoods. On the western side lies a wood where the hunters gather in great numbers. So it's the left side of the map. Oh, it fully is. It's printed on the map. Oh, I guess I could stop time. But I'll come fight these dudes first. Zappy. Three vibrant ooze, that's good. That positions us well. Let us actually do what you've suggested and stop time. And continue running in the right direction. Sort of this way. Hi, ooze. Evil has a price, she says to these poor hapless flawns that are just hanging out here in their natural territory, no less. Not bothering anybody, they're just sort of hanging out. If anything, we're the evil ones. Because in the last game, we tried to, in an alternate timeline, tried to overthrow a peaceful Flan kingdom. They weren't doing anything wrong. They were happy and at peace.
I heard the story.
Alright, there's supposed to be a hunter at the entrance here. I assume it's this guy. Hey, buddy.
Hey, excuse me. You look like you can handle a weapon. Do you want to do me a favor?
Well, that would depend.
It's no big deal. It's just I need proof that I slayed some monster.
So maybe you should slay some monster.
Easy enough for you. I'd make it worth your while, of course. So, what do you say?
What do I get?
You want me to help you
Chocobo
cheat
feed.
on your exam.
Special stuff. The best around. Delivered fresh from Arias Farms. Sounds good, right?
The right stuff. At the entrance to the Yogged Woods, Lightning is waylaid by a young hunter hopeful. He offers a deal. If she can defeat certain monsters, he will give her chocobo feed. Lightning simply has to hunt down some mini flan, collect 6 samples of vibrant ooze, and deliver them to the hunter. Accept quest.
You're in luck. Chocobo feed is exactly what I need.
Hey, that's the spirit.
Yes.
Thanks! That's everything I asked for. Now I can hold my head up proud when I return to Yogged Village.
Are you
Can you,
gonna
though?
tell me what you need it for?
For my hunter's trial. See, I just joined the band, but I'm not officially one of the hunters. But I want to be, and fast. I've got to prove my worth by bringing back a piece of a monster. Proof of my prowess, they call it.
So, let me get this straight. You're gonna take what I collected as the proof? You just used me to cheat on the trial.
Cheating? Who said it was cheating?
He told
The
you
rules say
that.
I can get the monster stuff by any means. That includes dealing. And there's nothing that says I can't enlist other people to help. Their trial is about who has the ability to survive, and wits are just as important as brawn. The only rule in the Wildlands is there are no rules.
Maybe that's enough to convince you, but if you're not cut out to be a hunter, you're just setting yourself up for trouble later.
I'm used to it. You know how many times I failed this test? 101. That's how many.
101?
It's like me in chocobo racing.
I saw that look. You think I'm a loser, don't you?
No, I'm impressed.
I don't
really.
think.
You did something few people can. To fail at something as often as you did and still get back on your feet to try again, it's a rare quality. You have real perseverance, more than I have. Forget what I said earlier. I was wrong. You are strong enough. You've got the makings of a great hunter.
Lightning has just thrown
Now
her
you're making me blush.
words of confidence
I still can't
behind
shoot an
my
arrow
approach
further
to
than I
Final
can
Fantasy
spit.
games.
Maybe not, but you're going to be a hunter anyway. And yes, maybe it will take you 101 tries, but eventually you'll succeed and bring a monster down.
We got the mystical meal. Quest complete. Now give me your stupid essence. I require your precious bodily fluids. Oh yeah, there they are. Alright, cool.
Now. Judgment has been
Speaking of
delivered.
precious bodily fluids, I found a copy of Dr. Strangelove on 4K on Facebook Marketplace the other day that had been separated from the Columbia Pictures Classics collection, and I managed to add it to my collection. One of my favorite films, that movie. It's real good. If you've never seen Dr. Strangelove, well worth it. Dr. Strangelove is sweet. Very funny.
Going to change course.
That's my film recommendation of the day.
It's all too easy to become lost.
I raced a lot more than 101 times. I raced 201 times. Where was I going? Right, I was going into the woods to Grandma's house. Alright. Oh, so, in fact, it says, don't go into the woods, go back. I have been instructed to run back and feed the chocobo the mystical meal. No, you do not get to absorb my nutrients. No matter how much you may try, I refuse. Those are my nutrients, you can't have them.
You think you can be forgiven?
Alright, we fought some Raffalesias. Which way is the town? Ah, hell. Follow the marker on the map. That's what I need to do. Follow the marker on the map. I don't really want to fight those flying harpies. What even are they? Those are new. We haven't seen those before. Oh, there's some sort of monkey over here.
Feel like dying.
Oh god, it heals from thunder. Oh, Laron. Laron says he's given lightning a hard time. Yeah, that does warrant a boo, but it still made me laugh. Give to him. Mystical meal. Oh, hello. Alright, reading the guide here. Run straight back to the angel and feed him the meal, and he will be fit enough to be ridden. He can run as fast as lightning can dash, but without the rest stops in between, making your travels around the wildlands a lot faster. He will also become a battle companion, gaining access to stronger spells and healing as he gets stronger. He will receive 1200 gil and a white chocobo chick adornment, as well as 80 HP and plus 8 to both magic and strength.
Healthy enough to be ridden, I'd say. He's on the way to a complete recovery, but you'll need to keep an eye on him for a while. I must say, he truly is a splendid specimen.
Specimen?
I've spent 100 years caring for chocobos. And I feel as if it were all preparing me for this moment. Thank you.
Oh, right. He's just giving me his soul essence. That's what's going on. Look at that. Look at those stats. Boop. Alright, the Wildlands, riding the Angel of Valhalla. You can ride upon the back of your white chocobo to move around the Wildlands. So, in response to the 100 years, the world... time has stopped in this world. So nobody ages. Everybody has become immortal. Everybody has been frozen at their current age and have been living this way for eons. So the reason he could be 100 years old is because he doesn't age. Alright, you can ride on the back of your white chocobo to move around the wildlands. Chocobos run at about the same speed that lightning can achieve by dashing, but riding a chocobo will not reduce your action gauge. You'll be able to run from one end of the wilderness to the other without any repercussions. How to ride your chocobo. LB to mount and dismount, RB to attack, B to jump. Lightning automatically climbs off her steed when talking to people or during other events. You can also give the white chocobo a secret name that only you will know. The Wildlands, fighting with the Angel of Valhalla. When you are riding the chocobo or near to him, you will be able to fight together. The actions that the chocobo can take during battle differ based upon the strength of his bond with lightning. If you take good care of your chocobo, he will grow to be a powerful ally for lightning. Your bond with your chocobo and its abilities, chocobo bond level 1, pecks continually at enemies. He restores some HP to his mistress when he's in a pinch, or when she's in a pinch. Chocobo bond level 2, strikes at weaknesses using first tier elemental magic. He can strengthen his mistress with buffs and restores HP to his mistress when she's in a pinch. Chocobo Bond level 3 strikes at weaknesses using third tier elemental magic. He restores a great deal of HP to his mistress when she's in a pinch.
nurse the chocobo
I
back
don't
to
think
health,
it's... Is it 2
why not
L's?
take him for a ride?
Alright, well...
You can explore the wildlands together.
Oh, this is the mellowest chocobo theme. I don't know, maybe I can rename it. I guess we'll find out. Alright, good night, Diavore. Sleep well. Thank you for tuning in. Oh, it is 2 L's. Alright, well, I'll have to try renaming him. I don't know, I was going off of what Twitch TV's Frank said in the chat, which had only 1 L. Alright, running back to the Yak Woods and straight to the village in the center. I just do what the guide says. Oh yeah!
Feel like
Heck
dying.
yeah! We got there.
You're down. You can't read me. Accept death. Pray for rebirth.
Alright, we are going straight to the village in the middle of the Yagged Woods. I assume that's where I'm headed. It would be nice if the game gave me any... Yes, that is where I'm headed. So we go up and then we take a left. What a great set of sound effects this thing has. Hot dang! What was that, Chivo? Proof of staggering enemies 50 times with fearsome attacks. Yeah, I'll take it. A single round of combat to pop all 3 of them. That was sweet. Yeah, I gotta get that gamer score. Prove that I'm a gamer. Gamers love gamer score. Attack!
Your sword is my plunder.
Oh right, they heal the thunder. We don't want to use that.
The light of your sword
No!
is mine.
Monster mints. Gross. Alright, now where am I? Straight through and to the left. Sorry, gamers love making numbers go up and 2-day shipping. I do love 2-day shipping. Alright, Yagged Village Wildlands. Alright, here we are. We made it. On your arrival into the village, you will gain a teleport location for this area. Go straight to the pen with the girl and the chocobo for another side quest, Chocobo Cheer. The pen with the girl and the chocobo. Hello.
Easy, easy, easy. Calm down now.
It's a healthy-looking bird.
Why, thank you. You wouldn't believe that not so long ago, he was so
That's a
injured
healthy
he could
looking
barely
bird. Why,
walk.
thank you. Yours looks like it's been through a
Yes,
meat
he's
grinder.
completely better now, though. He can run like the wind, all thanks to the herb I gave him.
Must be a powerful medicine. What's it called?
Why are you so interested? Oh, you're the person who found the Angel of Valhalla, right? I think I can help you. The herb is called Yule's flower. It's a very beautiful flower that grows out east, near the ruined city.
Yule's flower, huh?
Yes, if you find one, let your chocobo graze on it.
You'll have
If you
to tell
pick
me
it
where to find
yourself,
some.
it's not nearly as effective. Actually, speaking of that, can I ask you a favor? If you do get the Angel of Valhalla to eat some Yule's flowers, could you bring him to me afterwards?
Nadia of Yagd Village tells Lightning about a rare medicinal herb that works well on chocobos. It's called Yule's flower, and she has heard that some specimens are blooming near the ruined city to the east. The flower starts to lose its potency almost from the moment it is picked. The Angel of Valhalla should be taken to the flower rather than the other way around. Except
I could, but why?
Well, it's just that I want to check something. Well, if chocobos can learn how to speak, and if the angel is smarter than the rest...
Do you really think they can talk?
No,
it's totally
I'm just
gonna learn to
joking.
talk.
Anyway, if you do go to the ruins in the east, be careful. There are scary monsters roaming around there.
Scary monsters? Oh no. How do I get out of here? Let me out. Outfitters. Are you the woman near the outfitters? Are you Khadija?
You sound pretty sick. Sorry about that. I've been laid low with this cough. Doesn't inspire a lot of confidence, does it?
Nope, sure
Though,
doesn't.
To be fair, I don't treat humans. I only make medicine for chocobos. You're the apothecary? That's right. Oh, did you need something? There I was just complaining about my health as if I didn't have a business to run. If you want some medicine, you'll have to bring me the ingredients first. That's how I do things. Medicine for chocobos, although I know a few recipes that work on people. So the chocobos have their own apothecary. They have it good in this village. That's because without them, we could never survive out here.
You only have
then,
one
what do
chocobo.
you need? Supplements for a chocobo. What I need.
He needs to get swole.
Have you been to see a doctor? For humans, that is? I'm fine. Now, where were we? Ah, yes, brewing chocobo. To make it, I'll need chocoborals and slug sweets. Bring those and I can brew you a batch.
Chocobo recipe. Chocoboral times 8. Slug sweets collected. Bring the ingredients to Khadija. Okay. Hopefully you've been collecting chocoboral wherever you see it. That's the mushroom, I assume. Sure, I'll save. Why not? Good advice. Thank you, Square Dot. The guide suggests that chocoboral can be found on the map. Forest fertilizer. Okay, we got fertilizer. We haven't found Dad yet, but we got the fertilizer. Don't care. If you're looking for mushrooms. A chocoboral. There we go. There's one. How many chocoborals do I need? I need 5 more chocoborals. Oh god.
What a fine chocobo.
fertilizer. Chocobo. Show me the mushrooms. Oh, 2 in a row. Dang. Hot dang. Now I only need a couple more. Ugh. Oh, Lord. Now this way I'm headed back out to the woods, so I just want to get clear of this fight and then turn around. Give a quick look here for chocoborals, but I don't see any. Back in we go. Screw you, monsters. I care not for monsters, only for mushrooms. Oop, there's one. Seven. I need one more. Stop time, yes. Show me the mushroom. Oh, we found a third fertilizer. That's good. Where are my damn mushrooms, game? Alright, we got them. Where to now? We're going back. There. Show unto me the yellow marker. What? Why did it? To the right. We go down this path. And then once we're up here. Good night, Orlantia. Thank you very much for tuning in. Sleep well. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Yeah. Coming right at me. Alright, straight back to the apothecary. Apothecary. I can never remember how to pronounce that word. That word's stupid.
Tell me, how is the Angel of Valhalla? Well, he hasn't gotten any worse. That's good to hear. Now it looks like you collected all the ingredients we need. I'll get straight to work. Here you go, one batch of chocobo. This is some of the best chocobo I've ever made. Why?
Well, thank you.
That cough. You can't keep going on like this. Where's the nearest doctor? I'll take you. It's no use. The doctors can't do anything. Sorry, what do you mean? They say, well, I don't have much time left. Of course, no one grows older and no one dies of old age, but disease and accidents can still take us, and apparently it's my time. I'd been hoping that I'd at least make it to the end of the world. I wanted to see what it would be like. But at least I was able to make medicine for the Angel of Valhalla before I breathed my last. Not to mention, thanks to the ingredients you found, it was the best chocobo that I'd ever made. It makes all the hard work worthwhile. And now, I just have one last task to do. One last task? What's that?
Hang on for 12
I'm rambling
days.
Again, it's just a personal thing. Forget it. Now, don't you have a chocobo to look after? By the way, you haven't seen any red crim mushrooms around, have you? No, I don't suppose you have. No one has. Never mind then.
All right, we got the chocobo.
If you're ever in need of more medicine, just come see me. And bring the right ingredients with you, of course.
All right, now there's a destination I need to go to, which is north of here, apparently. The game says head, or the guide says head north. That one's found in the City of Ruins. Okay. Go north to find the Yule's flower, and if you haven't collected enough chocobo yet, do so now. The flower is white and glows with a magical glint. I really do wish they would put a map in this guide. All right, Khardija has another quest, which is the
red mushrooms.
A final cure.
They really are extinct now. That sounds painful. The cough I don't mind. What hurts is not being able to help a patient. When I can't make the medications that someone really needs, that's the worst thing about being ill.
You're not talking about a chocobo. What's the story? It sounds like there's someone you want to help.
Yes, if I could, I would do anything to take away that person's pain. I know the medication and how to make it, but I just can't find the key ingredient on my own.
What is it that you need?
A legendary red mushroom. People call it the Crim mushroom.
The
but they
Crim
all
mushroom.
Disappeared hundreds of years ago. I've been searching all this time, hoping I might still find a surviving colony.
Is the mushroom all you need to make the concoction?
Well, no. There are other things I'll need. This is the recipe. I'll need all of this.
All right, Lightning meets Khardija, the apothecary of Yacht Village. She is suffering from a mystery ailment, but worse than the illness itself is the fact that she is unable to brew a cure for a certain patient. Lightning can help, though. She just has to find a red crim mushroom and deliver it to Khardija. Except that that's not true, because we need 4 chocoborals, we need 4 luminous mushrooms, and we need 1 cream mushroom.
I'm sorry to ask, but...
Okay, so there's one other thing we need to do here, according to this, which is... here somewhere. I saw it. Remember to purchase the enemy information from the Adventuring Essentials vendor. Adventuring Essentials vendor. Hello.
Hello, and welcome.
Adventuring Essentials, buying monster notes. At these information brokers, you can purchase monster notes. These notes tell you about your enemy's weaknesses, how best to stagger them, and other useful battle information. In battle, you can check this information using RT Libra, or you can view it in the field by pressing Y to open the main menu and selecting Bestiary. Learn how to buy and use the monster notes that will reveal all about your enemies. Take tutorial. In Adventuring Essentials shops, you can buy information about monsters. They may sell monster notes which provide information about enemies. See what monster notes are available in this particular shop. When you purchase monster notes in the shop, you'll gain a detailed report on the monster named within them. You can view this information in the Bestiary. Access it by pressing Y to open the main menu and opening the data log. In battle, you can view such information using RT Libra. Check the stagger conditions and weaknesses of your foes, then decide your battle strategy wisely. Yes. 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 Yes.
Thank you kindly for your patronage.
You're welcome.
Useful spells to fight off monsters.
Alright, this looks like north to me. Oh, rip. how north was I meant to go exactly? It is unclear to me whether I was meant to be able to jump over that or not. But hey, we got more fertilizer. We are looking for magical light to stand my chocobo in. Magical white flower light. Everybody keep an eye out for magical white flower light. Alright. Time to go to a guide. Fuel's flower locations. Images. Map. Alright. Where am I at present? Let's have a look at my position on the map. I am literally standing evidently right next to one, like there should be one right in front of me. Okay, we have this. I am looking for a white gleam, or like a radiant gleam, like a white flower. Okay, it appears that the locations are possible locations, not permanent locations. That's annoying. Chocobo cheer. Nadia's there. Okay. I think I have figured it out. So we want to go to not here, but there. Destination. Oh god, it's noon. And then I want to make sure I'm taking the right path, which is actually down and to the left. This way.
Hey, chow time. Everyone drop what you're doing and eat. That's all.
Wait, what? How do they have a speaker system in these woods? Chocobo cannot jump very high yet. Boop. Boop. Alright, where am I located now? Getting there. Alright, I guess we're starting this fight, because I don't have any alternative. Uh-oh. They're named Dryads, I assume that means they're fire. They are weak to fire, okay. Good. Good to know. Firing in. Wait, where did these two come from? Why are there more dryads? More like dryads, am I right? Phase there.
Going to change course. Our tears fall into the chaos. The light of your soul is mine.
The light of your soul is mine. Sweet. Alright, keep on moseying. We have a pile of flowers to stand in. There we go. Right here.
So this is it. A Yule's flower. They tell me this will make you strong. Here, eat it. Well, looks like it works. Nadia's the one who told me about the flower, and she's anxious to see you. Let's go to Yogd and thank her in person.
Alright, return to Nadia. Oh no. I may want to be able to like beat up on more enemies to be able to pause time. Oh, they heal themselves, I guess.
Evil has a price.
I still question our claiming that these enemies are evil.
Evil has a price. Time to repent. Your soul is my plunder.
Your soul is my plunder is definitely something the hero says.
Our tears fall into the chaos.
I dozed. Where did the robot bird things come from? Technically, they are wood birds. Actually, they are forest dryads. And they appeared because we were in the forest. You know, like you do. How do I... Delete marker. Hello, monkeys. Hey, hey, they're the monkeys.
Keep up if you can.
I don't like how little damage my fire spell is doing. Alright. Now I should have enough... Yes, I do have enough EP to stop time. And time comes to a halt. Hey guys.
You can't read me.
We did not have quite enough damage to kill that one guy in one go. Yeah. Knocked him right out of the sky. Yeah, like the okay. So Roger Ivany, the job system component of Final Fantasy is very common. Lots of the Final Fantasy games have job systems. The clothing change mechanic is itself sort of an extension of the party change mechanic from 10. So the most direct lineage here is 10, 10-2. Oh god, I can't get through here. 10, 10-2, 13, 13-2, and then this one sort of all bleeding into one another. Well, I'm sure glad I wasted that time freeze on a route that I couldn't even take. 12 doesn't really have a job system to speak of. Where am I going? Oh, I'm totally in the wrong spot. 12 allows you to switch out party members, but the original version of the game didn't really have a job system at all. You could fundamentally make every member of your team identical in that game. Specifically clothes changing, that's basically Final Fantasy X-2. Yes, as far as I'm aware, it is only Final Fantasy games with exclusively female characters. Sketchy. I mean, yeah. I'm not going to argue that it's not sexist to some degree. Okay, now we're finally on the right path. And I have thankfully gained enough EP to be able to use chronostasis again.
The light of your soul is mine. I will fight evil.
Which way am I going? This way. This is the correct way. Yeah, I mean, like, So Final Fantasy Tactics, for instance, every job class has its own costume. And so depending on what job you give your character, they do wear different outfits. And that applies equally to both male and female characters. And I presume that's the same for 5, where, like, depending on what job your character has, they have different outfits. But, yeah, you can't... In those games, you can't change mid-battle. Ah, I'm going the wrong way yet again. Where is the actual route in? Straight this way. Okay. No! Okay, we've got some Rafflesias here. Let's murder them.
May you rest in peace.
I think my timer expired just before I came into this fight, didn't it? It did. It's a worm.
The light of your soul is mine.
I think I agree with the assessment that Lightning would move from Prim to Edgelord between games. That sounds about right. She has strong while you were partying I studied the blade energy. She does, doesn't she? Hello, Nadia.
Oh, it's all over for me.
Nadia,
oh,
are
no.
you all right? What happened?
Where?
Que? Is that all you can say? Oh, darn. I guess it didn't work.
You were just pretending to be sick? Why would you do that?
Well, it's kind of an embarrassing story, but we're friends now, aren't we? I used to live in Yusnan, but I had a big falling out with my family, and I ran away from home. Back in the city, I was treated like a princess. I just had to snap my fingers to get whatever I wanted. But that's not real living, is it? I got tired of that life. I wanted to fend for myself, survive by my own skill.
But you didn't realize just how hard that would be.
I lasted 3 whole days before I collapsed in the woods, weak from thirst. And that's when this little guy came along just in time. He must have been injured too, because he was holding a Yule's flower in his beak. I thought to myself, I'm going to die, but at least I'll have this beautiful chocobo to watch over me as I go. But then, something even more incredible and beautiful happened. The chocobo spoke to me, as clear as I'm talking to you now. Hang in there, he said. You mustn't die. At first, all I could do was stare in shock. But then, his words began to sink in. I realized he was trying to save my life. Anyway, right after that, some villagers found me, and they nursed me back to health. But I'm sure that I wouldn't have been alive when they found me if it wasn't for my little chocobo.
Ah, you owe him your life. So that's what your little play acting was about. You thought if you could convince the chocobo that you were dying, he might start talking to you again, like he did the first time.
Yep. I was trying to recreate the scene just like it happened, with the Yule's flower in the beak and everything. And to be honest, I could do with a chocobo giving me encouragement again. Life has been getting me down. I thought if I could hear the chocobo talk again, he might cheer me up like the last time. I know it's stupid. Chocobos can't talk. Oh, I guess it was just in my head that first time.
It's all right. You'll find what you're looking for.
What?
Don't turn around. You're searching for meaning to your life, and you're going to find it. I know you will. In fact, maybe you already have, if you really, really think about it. Sometimes you lose your way. Sometimes the going gets so steep you fall, but the path is always there in front of you. You just have to keep going.
Yes, you're right. It is there, and I do see it. Thank you.
All right, quest complete. We got some Radia. All right, pause real quick. So, we have returned to Nadia and Cardisia in the village to complete their quest. You will now unlock Cardisia's personal quest, A Final Cure. We did that. Just take the so we need to talk, name him, because I need to unscrew up his name. Talk, give to him, chocobo.
Qua.
Sorry, I need to take a moment. Oh wait, no, I'm definitely just tweeting that at James. All right, away we go. Okay, so reading the guide, because I probably should do that. Okay, return to Nadia. Next, head up to the City of Ruins. No, stop off at Canopus Farms. So our next destination is Canopus Farms. So we'll hit any enemies we pass along the way so that we can gain EP and stop time. Gotta keep time moving slow. Should we name him SpongeBob instead? Nope.
It's your most valuable treasure.
The first suggestion of chat was Caillou. Nobody else offered anything. That was the first suggestion of chat. And I didn't have anything better. I was going to name him Marvin. That was my name for him. I was going to name him Marvin. So you did this to yourselves. You did this to me. James did this to all of us. Two of you suggested Shimmer first. Oh, I totally didn't see it. Shimmer's a way better name. Well, our bed is made now. This chocobo can't be a shimmer because the chocobos don't get to be shimmers. Only horses get to be shimmers.
Light's life is the greatest treasure.
Now James has liked it. James has liked my tweet. I can only assume there's a sassy response in the works right now.
What's your most valuable treasure? To the victor, the spoils.
Right, can we stop time yet? We cannot stop time yet. Boink. Little baby chocobo hopping through the forest, sweeping up the Rafflesias and bonking them on the heads. Wait, I don't have Thundara for these guys. Uh-oh.
What's your most valuable treasure?
Oh, okay. Fire or Fire Plus will do.
I will fight
It's still.
evil.
Oh, I do have Thundara. All right, sweet.
Another victory.
Still no time stop, though. Bonk.
Come and get it. Keep up if you can.
That stagger is really satisfying.
Better get ready for the next fight.
As yet, still no sassy response from James. Despite my expectation. What exactly do I have against dessert? Nothing! I am a great lover of dessert. To my own detriment.
Father is always wandering off alone for days at a time. Father went to the west.
Uh-oh. Did the guide not tell me to talk to her dad? Did I miss something? I think I actually hate this guide. I think this guide is bad. Hold on a second. Quests, side quests, your father's request. In the farming village of Canopus Farm, Lightning encounters a young woman called Sarala tending her field. Sarala grows Gazal greens, a favorite of the chocobos, but at the moment her field is barren for want of fertilizer. Her father was supposed to bring some fertilizer back, but he is prone to wandering off for days at a time, and at this time, too, he has failed to return. Lightning should head to the Yag Woods and find a wayward farmer by the name of Cole. I did not find Cole. Yogg Woods Cole location. Where's Cole? A father's request. Talk to Cole. It would be super sweet if this guide included the mini-map. Why are all the guides so bad? Come on now. A father's request. Here we go. Serana asks you to bring back the forest fertilizer that her father was collecting. There's possible 6 to find, though you really should only find 4. So then you have access to the maximum vegetable plots to grow Gazal greens. The fertilizer is scattered around Yagt Woods, and many are along the way to other destinations. Anyway, when you have found enough, talk to the wandering man with the bright pink glasses near the path leading to the woods about coal. Because nobody played this game. No doubt. So there was fully a step that I missed that the guide didn't actually explain. But at least maybe I can stop time after this fight. Okay, back to the path. Oh, I cannot still stop time because my time stoppage points haven't resumed. Thankfully, it's only 2 o'clock. There we go, some monkeys. You can fight the monkeys. Monkey.
Come and get it.
Oh right, these guys are vulnerable to punching. Swords, my only weakness. How did you know? Alright, we gotta look for the dude. With pink glasses. Wandering man with pink glasses.
You think you can be forgiven?
Okay, now I can freeze time. Don't care. Unless you know where the wandering man with pink glasses is, I do not care, even a little bit. Is this my wandering man with pink glasses? No. Wandering man with pink glasses, where the hell? Where the hell, man? I haven't got all day. Nope. Nope. And now I'm back in town. Alright, what is the name of this? A father's request. A father's request location. A wandering man. Start by looking for the man in the purple glasses in Yagt Woods. Okay, where does that location appear on the map. Okay, he should be in this neighborhood somewhere. So we turn back around and go back to the way we came. Down here somewhere. Okay, well at least I'm not out to lunch in terms of the time frame appearing in this guide. This is not the Wandering Man. That is not the Wandering Man. Fuck.
It's a beautiful soul.
Alright, now where the hell is this dude? Oh, well. Forced fertilizer. Man, this game sucks.
The light of your soul is mine.
Alright, good night, Chikara Cat. Thank you for tuning in. Oh. Got him.
Are you the Cole who owns the field?
Who told you that name?
Those are some
Where'd you
glasses,
hear it?
wow.
From Sarala at Canopus Farms. She told me that her father, Cole, left the village to collect fertilizer from the woods, but he didn't come back.
And so you thought I was this fertilizer seeker? Is that what you're telling me? Is that right?
You still haven't answered my question.
Sure enough. But why should I give you something for nothing? I say we, you and I, engage in some give and take.
You're not gonna answer me, are you?
Not until you do something for me. The fact is, I am looking for fertilizer, which doesn't make me that coal fella mind. Anyway, it's a big job, and I could do with some help.
Okay.
It's simple enough work. Anyone can do it. I've already found the stuff. It just needs gathering. I've marked the locations with a shovel. All you have to do is dig the stuff up and bring it to me.
Okay. Thankfully, I've done that.
I've done what you asked. Now tell me who you are.
Of course. I'm a man of my word, and I'll tell you what you want to know. You said you are looking for Sarala's father, a man called Cole? That's right, isn't it? Now listen carefully. The Cole you seek, well, the fact is he's already dead.
He is?
Yep, that's right.
Those
I was the
glasses
one who
are
found him. He was attacked by monsters.
1000% because
I ran to help,
playtesters
but by
couldn't
the time
find
I
this
reached
dude.
him, it was too late. I was standing here pondering how I was going to break the news to Sarala when you came along with your questions. I feared if I told you what happened, you run straight off and tell Sarala.
She has to be told sometime. Or will you keep it a secret?
Of course not. I know I can't put it off forever as much as I'd like to. Now's the time. She needs to be told the truth. Plain and simple, with no sugarcoating. I think it'll be for the best. In the long run, leastways.
For the best, huh? Tell me, when you say it would be for the best, do you mean it would be the best for Sarala? Or are you talking about yourself?
What do you mean? Why, Sarala, of course. She's a strong girl. If you ask me, she'll do far better without her old man to burden her.
Wow.
She'll be able to move on,
Cold.
stand on her own feet, and live her own life.
All right. Well, in that case, let me tell her.
You'd really do that? I'd hate to drag a stranger into this.
Maybe a stranger is exactly who she needs to hear it from.
You might be right. Very well. I'll leave it in your capable hands.
that fertilizer you collected, it was Cole who found it. So, why don't you take it to Sarala as a keepsake? Oh, and one more thing. Give her a message from Cole.
You spoke to him?
Yeah, just before he died in my arms. The last thing he said was, dig next to the flower. You tell her that, in those exact words.
It's a hard story to swallow. But at the very least, he really cares about Sarala and what happens to her. I'll go back to Canopus Farms and tell Sarala the news.
Fuck.
May you rest in peace.
Alright, back to Canopus Farms with us. Bonk! How much is it going to suck when we have to leave this area and no one gets a coyote to ride around on? I don't know that that's the case. Maybe he gets to stay. Do we know that Caillou only lives in the wildlands and can't come with us?
May you rest in peace.
Wow, dang. I'm already doing 8,000 damage per hit. This game is weird. Fuck!
It's a beautiful song.
Whack. Zappy. Just give me the EP. Just give me the EP. Hi, James. How's it going? That's a mighty fine set of emotes you have there.
Your luck just ran out. Your soul is my plunder. Now redemption is yours.
Do I have the ability to freeze time yet? I surely do not. I don't like that it takes me 2 hours of the day to acquire enough EP to freeze time. But here we are, back at the ranch. Alright, Sarala. Your dad's dead.
Sarala.
Oh, hello! Is that fertilizer from the woods?
I do seem to kill things very fast. It's one of the nice things about this game is that the fights are over quick for the most part.
Oh, no! Please, not that.
He left a message. His last words before he died were, dig next to the flower.
The flower? A box?
The flower? A box?
Dearest daughter,
this is Final Fantasy
if this letter has found its
13-3,
way into your hands, it
James.
breaks my heart.
This is the
But you
third
shall not be
part
seeing
of the
me
Final
again.
Fantasy 13.
I pray
Sorry,
that you'll
the
forgive me, that I could
Fabula
not bring myself
Nova
to say these words to you
Chrysalis
in person.
trilogy.
Now, I want you to know this.
The vegetables that we grow in that field are the finest in all of the wildlands. Everyone who tastes them agrees. Do you know why, my daughter? Because you are the one who tends them. It's all thanks to you. Once I am dead, the farm passes to you. It's yours to do as you please.
This voice is totally the Wandering Man's voice.
You know the flower that I looked after? The one that never
When do I
blooms?
start playing 14? Once all the other Final Fantasy
Promise me
games
you'll
are
look after it.
behind me.
Keep it safe. This is my last request to you. There will be no more after this. Farewell, my dearest daughter.
The next Final Fantasy game after this one is Tactics. That's what I promised to do next. Is when we finish this one, the next game on the next Final Fantasy game on the block is Tactics.
Yes. Thank you for everything, for telling me the truth. Father stayed here on the farm, not because he liked it, but because he didn't want to leave me alone. He always wanted to leave this place and go on a journey.
A journey?
Yes, to find my mother. She disappeared a long time ago.
Tactics is fun, but you're gonna watch me bounce off of one of the early fights a whole bunch.
You shouldn't think like
the
that.
first stream is gonna be an
But it's
ordeal.
true. Look what he wrote in the letter. It's all about that stupid flower that never even blooms. He practically comes out and says he doesn't care what happens to me as long as his precious flower is safe.
What flower?
Oh, who cares? He was obsessed with it, you know? Always fussing over it. Even though it never bloomed once.
There we go. You're holding out for 16. That's where you'll finally check the series out.
It
Well,
is.
let's hope it's good.
It really is. I found it. Unbelievable. Who are
And
you?
actually, as somebody who has recently
cares
played
who
through
I
a lot of
am?
the Final Fantasy games, I
Behold,
really
the
actually think that
Sorala
Final
Rosa,
Fantasy
genus
VII
Muncius,
Remake
the flower
is
of
a
legend,
solid
said to
place
bloom
to
once
go.
every 500 years.
What?
It is
Sorala?
extremely not representative of what a
yes.
Final Fantasy game
Sorala
looks like,
Rosa
but
Muncius. In the
Final
ancient
Fantasy
tongue,
VII
it
Remake
means
is
for the love
legit.
of
It's
my daughter.
actually very good.
The legend says that any place that it blooms will be blessed with great fortune and prosperity forever. I must leave you now and write my paper before my rivals beat me to it. Cornelia is my name, and plant biology is my game. Goodbye and good luck.
Okay. Thanks, Cornelia.
Sorala. He must have named
Oh,
you
right.
after
I can
the flower.
control the camera in
For
the
good luck
cutscenes for some reason.
and prosperity.
Yes. Oh, Dad.
All right, so we completed that quest. We got our Iradia. Pause. Hey, what's Bahamut doing over there? So back to the guide. Where are we at right now? We're here. So head up to the City of Ruins to collect the Yule's flower. Be very aware of Reavers and Chaos infusions with Reavers. Feed the Angel the flower, and you should now gain access to the gliding ability. So we are going to City of Ruins. City of Ruins. Which was there, right? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Next stop, City of Ruins. Whoops, wrong button. Mount! What on earth is that? Oh, okay. We have not actually fought one of these little penguins yet. So, I guess this is our opportunity to try. Bonk!
Another lost soul.
Okay. Sure. Why not? To ruin his day. Oh, God. That rapid last-second swerve around the behemoth. Bonk!
The light of your soul is mine.
Be gone, Flan.
Your soul is my plunder.
Alright, where is this stupid flower? Bonk! Alright, this one should give me the opportunity to freeze time again. Hello, team. Can I interest you in some Fire Plus?
I will
How
fight
about some
evil.
Thundara? A little thunder? How about some lightning? Fight this one.
Do you dream of death?
Lightning is grim in this game. Alright, where's my stupid flower bed?
Another lost soul.
Yeah, it turns out the penguins die easy. Which is good.
Evil has a price.
I'd rather they die easy than not.
Your soul is my plunder.
That stagger is so satisfying. It makes a good sound. Very crunchy. Okay. And just before 4 p.m., I can freeze time. And that gives us a moment to look for the stupid flower bed that I'm looking for. There it is.
Yule's flowers are still blooming here. What is it?
Queh. He can fly. He can fly.
Good. I'm happy to hear it.
You sound it
I'm
too.
glad you could help the chocobo. Well done, Light. So, what do you say? Why don't you saddle up and head for Rocky Crag?
Right.
Rocky
I need to know
Crag.
more about what's behind the story of the Great Chaos. And that means checking out that temple.
In the foothills near the temple is an isolated settlement called Polta. It's inhabited by disciples of the
Polta.
goddess Etra.
Delicious. What a great
whole
name.
village of heretics
That just
turn
rolls
their
off the
backs on
tongue.
the order.
Heretics they may be, but they aren't fanatics. They fled from persecution in the city. They only want to be left alone.
Then I don't think
I like our
they'll
chocobo's
appreciate
little
a
like
stranger dropping
face
by.
tat.
Well, you won't know until you go. Polta lies at the edge of Rocky Crag.
The Wildlands, soaring with Caillou. Now that the chocobo's wings have healed, he can glide through the air with lightning on his back, allowing her to reach distant heights. Press B to make him jump, and then hold B to catch an updraft and continue soaring. By using this ability, Lightning will be able to reach high places that she could not reach by jumping alone. When you find a place that looks like it might be accessible by soaring, take to the skies with a queh. Okay. So, there is another Yule's flower down by Arya's village in the south. Take a trip to collect it and pick up the Arya's apple while you're there. Then stop off in the village to access and complete another side quest, Fuzzy Search, for another healing item. So we want Yule's flower locations, not Yule's flower locations. Yes, Yule's flower locations, of which there are 3. So we want to go all the way down to the south. Uh-oh. I screwed that up. There we go. Fight concluded.
Light, I've been measuring your chocobo's recovery. He's coming
How?
along well. He can leap further and higher than before. This means you'll be able to explore more areas of the wildlands. The chocobo can now catch the wind when he jumps. You'll be able to reach more places than you could before. I think if his recovery continues, he'll be able to take you up that cliff and into the temple of the goddess.
Remember when chocobos stopped you from getting in fights? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Oh, I want to see the map. So we are going down here to this area. Right there. Oh.
Fight with me. Your soul is my wonder. Tears fall into chaos.
Let's mosey. What seems to be chasing me now? What manner of beast? Alright, is this going to take me the right way? Yes. Well, I'll say one thing about this game. It certainly keeps me on my toes. This game just makes me feel anxious all the time. I'm just, like, constantly worried that I'm gonna run out of time. What are you weak to? You are weak to nothing. Okay, cool. Ah, you're a weak to swords. That's good. Okay, on the map, where am I looking? It is right down there.
Look at the bird go.
Nope, bye. Alright, right in here somewhere. Actually, around this way, it looks like. And up here, or down there somewhere? Down there somewhere. In this little crevasse. There it is.
Yule's flowers are still blooming here.
Okay. Pause. Take a trip there to collect it and pick up the Arya's apple while you're there. Arya's apple. Quest obtained. So right near me. The Arya's apples are found within reach of Arya's village. Use the screen cap above for both locations. So there's one right in front of me. Like right immediately in front of me. We just need to get up there. Which I guess I can do by gliding. No! Dang it. All right, we got the Arya's apple. Then it says, stop off in the village to access and complete the side quest Fuzzy Search. So Fuzzy Search. Fuzzy Search, where is this? Client. Availability after day 2. Make your way to Arya's village and then approach Dr. Sheep in the sheep pen. Approach Dr. Sheep. What are the odds that's a Stephen King reference?
Fuzzy hides, where are you going? Come back, please!
Blast your fuzzy hides!
This is a calamity! What shall I do? What shall I do?
Having some trouble?
Trouble? I'd say some of my flock has fled. They've never done this before. What set them off? And of all the times for it to happen, a disaster, I say.
Let me get this straight. It's my fault your sheep ran off, and so it's
Just
my job
not.
to bring
Thank you
them
very
back?
much for the follow. Welcome
Well,
to the
I
channel.
realize you meant no harm, of course, but yes, if you're volunteering, please bring my sheep back.
Bring back my sheep. Disaster has struck the village of Arius. 3 of Dr. Sheep's prized specimens have broken out of their pen. Can lightning round up the strays? Accept quest. Okay, so
well,
with the chocobo,
what do
I
they
just need to
look
run
like?
and get in their way.
3 in total, and you'll know them when you see them. They were raised on my own patented formula and grow much larger than normal sheep. It will be a simple matter to give them a scare and drive them back home where they belong. Do this for me and I will be most grateful, and I will offer you a special reward as thanks.
Cool.
I'll look forward to it.
You should, because it will be in the form of my world-famous fuzzy sheep milk.
Ooh, fuzzy
It's no
sheep milk.
ordinary milk, let me tell you. Packed with nutrients, creamy and delightful it is. And with 3 sheep, there'll be a lot of it.
3 large sheep have escaped. Use your weapon to scare them back into their pen. Alright, sheep. Ah! Get a move on, sheep. Alright, he's in the pen. Yeah. Nope. Get a move on. Listen, you adorable little asshole. Get back in your pen. I don't have time for this. Alright, where is Sheep the Third? Fearful Sheep. There he is. I'm coming for you, sheep. God, it's after 5 o'clock already. That's problematic. I guess we still have 12 hours of the day left. Go! Go!
That's the last of them.
On behalf of my sheep, I thank you.
As promised, I present you with my sheep milk, the likes of which you won't find anywhere else.
All right,
Just
thank
have to
you.
milk them. Hang on. There you go. Go on, take it. It's all for you.
Gross. Was that sound effect strictly necessary?
I tell you, if you hadn't found them, it would have been years of research down the drain.
Okay, so you're a scientist then, not just a sheep farmer?
Yes, exactly. Sheep's milk. That's my specialty. I carefully selected wild specimens and bred them for generations. I fed them a special formula I've refined over the decades, caring for them night and day. At long last, I had the fine, creamy milk I sought. And now I have the inestimable honor presenting the fruit of my labor to you, the one chosen by the Angel of Valhalla.
Chosen by the angel, huh? So, what makes you think that's me?
Well, I don't. I'm talking about your
I can
chocobo.
put two and two together easily enough. The reports of a white chocobo, the growing tide of chaos and monsters, all are clear signs that the end of the world is upon us. Not only that, amidst all the portents, I hear rumors of a young woman warrior with
I can stand
rose-colored
backing
hair,
off the frequency
a
with which he says.
description that matches that of the white chocobo's master in some of the tales. And just as I was pondering that, you show up. Why, it had to be destiny.
It could be a lot of things, but you believe what you want.
Oh, I will. I have long known that the milk I made here would change the fate of the world. You are the one chosen by the angel. You change the world with every encounter, with every decision. Our meeting here was no accident.
Quest complete. We got the fuzzy sheep figurine. We got the canned sheep logo. We got 400 gil. We got 40 HP. We got 6 strength. All of those are sweet.
Hey, Light. Why don't you...
Pause. All right, we got that. And the guide says, oh, I'm actually doing really well here. Cool. This is the kind of thing that I should read the notes before I dive too deep, but this is good advice. We recommend completing mission 1-3 and 1-2. Sorry, 3-1 and 3-2, which are the guide states here, or the guide indicators here, and an item sweep by 7 p.m. At 7 p.m., you can then enter Moogle Village to complete tasks, and you can return to Luxarion to finish the main quest. Do be aware of the time, and as usual, only use EP for chronostasis and major boss battles. Try to avoid the strongest monsters so you don't have to keep escaping and wasting a lot of time. So we're actually ahead of the curve because we have a spare hour. But I am going to pause there because that seems like as good a place as any to call it for the night. It is now 10:30, which means it's time for me to go. So, as usual, I'd like to say thank you to everybody who tuned in this evening. Thank you to everybody who cheers. Thank you to everybody who chats. Thank you to everybody who subscribes, everybody who follows, and everybody who lurks. It is a genuine thrill to stream for you each and every day, and I hope you have as much fun watching as I do playing. I will be back, of course, tomorrow, same Matt time, same Matt channel here on twitch.tv/Wiggins at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. So please do tune in then. Don't worry. Thank you very much for tuning in, of course, but as I say, I will be back tomorrow. Sorry to ditch out, but if you'd like to watch more, you can join me tomorrow at 6:30 Pacific Daylight Time and 6:30 p.m. And we will be playing more of Lightning Returns Final Fantasy XIII. Of course, if you have missed part of this or any previous episode of my stream, you can check me out on YouTube, which I have helpfully linked for you in chat. That is my YouTube channel. If you subscribe to me there, that is where all the VODs go. They take a couple of days to get up online, but I think actually The last episode of Final Fantasy XIII 2 goes up today, and then there will be a one-day gap before the first episode of Final Fantasy XIII 3 goes up. So be aware. But I think tonight is the night that Final Fantasy XIII 2's VOD completes. Additionally, if you want to be notified when I go live, you can follow me on Twitter. That is twitter.com/Matt_LRR, and that's where I post go live notifications and other tweets. So I'd love it if you would follow me there. If you are not already following me there, let it be known that I am a mere 43 followers away from the big old 9,000. So you, if you time it right, could be the follower that pushes me over 9,000. And then I would be... Then my numbers would be following 420 and over 9,000 as my my follower count. That's all I got for you this evening. We'll give a quick look and see who's online that I can toss you to. I can toss you to El Funko. So everybody hop aboard this raid train. We're going to go visit El Funko. Funko is playing Escape from Tarkov this evening. So there are some shooty boys to happen. But yeah, hop aboard the raid and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Until then, have a great night.